feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you would.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, we have stuff to talk about today because, like you guys know, we do the reviews of the Housewives of Potomac over here. And so there's this news that's going on and we have to talk about it. So I did bring a friend. We're going to see how this goes. But before we get into this, let's take care of the business of this channel. If you want to join my tribe, please stay on my site. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn your notifications. Make sure you turn them on all so you're notified every time I go live. I feel like I said it so fast. Make sure you turn on notifications. Make sure you turn them on all so you're notified every time I go live. I still said it fast. Like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section below to keep me in the algorithm. Let's play the intro and get into it. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? And we are back. Guys,
you're forcing us to listen to that song twice. And
you want me to play yours?
I think it's a form of terrorism.
So, on a side note, guys, I actually just uploaded my theme song to the streaming services. So on the 16th, you guys will be able to listen to it. Well, you'll be able to pre-order it. And then on the 22nd, you guys will be able to listen to it on your streaming services as well.
And does the rapper get the proceeds?
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure you don't get anything because you didn't do anything.
Well, you don't look like anything, so.
Never have I. You ain't
never
nothing
would have made
today.
it.
You barely look like anything. You're coming through looking like dash cam footage. And please excuse his service today, you guys. He said that he was a part of Hurricane Ian, and he said that it's been so tough for him. So prayers up to SoDebNair and
that's okay.
And his internet. I didn't know, but the thing is, when you called me, you told me about that stupid deal. I was like, don't get a cricket internet service, but you still want to go with it. So
right,
here you are.
Right.
You are. So
everything that you said, right?
How's that working out for you?
Hey, well, you see how I'm looking grainy today.
I'm really surprised that you didn't do like a so busy intro because this is like a because we're supposed.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to be here. I mean, I tried to do this earlier today. I waited till 8 o'clock to do it.
You knew that I had it. It was an important day for me, and I didn't know anything. You were disrespectful.
Like, I don't know.
You're disrespectful. That's what you was, and then somebody needs to tell you what to do and where the fuck to go.
What was going on?
Somebody needs to tell you what to do and where to go. You knew that it was a busy day for me, and I kept texting you. Y'all, I was sitting here meeting with, like, I had in-person meetings today on Capitol Hill, right? And he's like, okay, so when are you going to be done? When are you I'm thinking, I'm trying to pass policy.
No, I
give me a
second.
second.
Are you off of work? And you told me at 4
o'clock. And then,
I'm just now leaving work. I said, well, what time did you do it? Well, I don't know. The last message was, I don't know. So, I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
To wait.
I did wait. And I was like, you know what? You ain't saying nothing. 8 o'clock, I'm doing it. And then just let me know if you could come at this point. I don't know what you're going to do.
See, just can we ease into the arguments?
I mean, you started them. So let's start with some of the people that's in the chat. What's going on with Nisha? She said, I'm a new subscriber and I really enjoy your content and on your channel. Thank you so much for coming over here.
You like what he does over here?
What's going on, Pink Dynamite DV?
Nichelle?
What's going on, B Hargit?
Nichelle, what do you like about his content?
What's going on, Miss? Was it Miss C Platinum? What's going on, Cheryl? Girl, you've been hanging out with me for real. I really enjoyed that. What's going on, Candice Lane? I think I said what's up to DV already, but if I didn't, what's going on? What's going on, BJ Daz? Yo, BJ Daz is the reason why I was late, y'all. We're gonna talk about that another time, another day. But BJ Daz kind of got me in a space where I had to take a break real quick. But I love you, and we will talk about this a little bit more. Miss Robyn, what's going on? Tawanda, what's going on, girl?
Hey, Tawana. It's Tawana.
Caramel Apple, what's going on with you?
Come on, Caramel Apple.
What's going on? Caramel Apple been hanging out with me as well for the last few days. So the people are here. Okay. Really? So, we're gearing up for Potomac. It's coming up. Was it Sunday?
I mean, you the reporter, you the journalist. What day does it start, SoDeb?
I think it starts on Sunday. I don't really remember what the day was. I think it's what Candiace said.
It starts.
I was trying to listen to everything today. I didn't know what time I was going to be able to do so I had to rush when somebody finally texted me back, but that's a whole different story another day.
Did I leave that sweater at your house?
No, this is my sweater.
I feel like I left that there.
Yes, it was lit. Yes, it was very lit. I love the interview. You didn't leave this here in my house. I've had this for a very long time. Hey, SoDeb in the chat. I had fun going yesterday on here. That's
what y'all do yesterday.
I did 3 lives yesterday. So I don't know which one she's talking about, but we did 3 lives yesterday.
What were they about?
Potomac is coming up, and me and Busy do Potomac.
What were they about?
One was about all the female rappers doing their thing. Me and the Candy Shop had our show Champagne and things yesterday. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about the BET Awards and how ratchet that was. The first one was about the Christian Walker and his dad. So yeah. What's going on, Jennifer?
Hey, Jennifer, yes,
Carmel said that the best one was Nicki. So yeah.
Nicki who?
Minaj.
What about her?
Watch the video, Busy. I don't want to go back into that. It's on Potomac.
Not somebody saying the best one was Nicki. Ew.
The conversation was really good. Shout out to Cindy C, who I do my Basketball Wives reviews with. Me and her had a really good conversation about Nicki Minaj and the girls. So yeah. So back to Potomac. Me and Busy do Potomac together. We will be switching off channels this season, right?
We try to, but yes, we're gonna do it. We're gonna give it a second attempt for you.
We finished the season last season together.
No, we stopped. During
the reunion.
A little bit before.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt very strongly on my stance. So we stopped. We stopped. I know you're such a good friend, right?
I'm such an amazing friend. Shout out to being an amazing friend. Drop some champagne flukes in the chat for being an amazing friend.
Y'all have amazing friends who say when I didn't care, then y'all psychos. A good friend will put beats in the chat. If you are a friend who will support and understand people's past traumas and what they're going through, put your B's in the chat if you're that.
Well, I was there for that. I was there for all those things. I think I supported you through those things as well.
You just say you didn't care. But we're gonna do take 2. We're gonna swap it, me and his.
Yeah. So thank you, Pink Dynamite, for dropping those champagne flukes in the chat. You could have got rid of them bees though.
No, I mean it's better than what these girls used to give.
Thank you, Jennifer, for the flukes in the chat, the champagne flukes. Thank you.
It's a flute. It's a flute, like a flute.
That's what I said. Flute. That's what I said. Flute.
You said fluke.
I said flute. Yeah, you might not be able to understand what I'm saying.
Because your internet's so bad.
All my books here. This is my internet wife. What's going on in the candy shop?
Yeah.
You got to read the comment section from our show yesterday to the candy shop, by the way. DV's dropping bees and the champagne flutes. So yeah, people don't listen over here for whatever reason.
What we getting into today? Because you're not
So
going to
have
read
you been
me,
following
and then
everything?
I can't say anything back because these girls, they be attacking me over here. You try to throw slight shade, and then as soon as I read you back, now they got problems.
So have you been following everything that's going on with Potomac right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what I want to get into first because that's literally like while I was setting this up, then Wendy was in the news.
Let's talk about, are you overall excited about because I don't think I wanted to, but then, things started to happen. Have we talked about just overall, if you have any excitement for the season?
I am.
How you feeling?
I'm very excited about this season. Not roaches.
And you better not do it.
DV said, I love you both. You remind me of me and my sister. She's a Virgo and I'm a Pisces.
And this is, I'm sure y'all relationship is just like ours.
But I am excited about the season 1 because I want to see the relationship between Ashley and Candiace. Mm-hmm. I was also excited to hear that Candiace is understanding that Giselle set her ass up. So I'm really excited about it. I mean, I'm really excited more about the ultimate girls trip. And I think that Candiace was saying that all the girls gave something this season. So I'm wondering what Robyn gave this season. I'm interested in that.
Well, Robyn always gives.
Barely. What are you excited about?
For it to just come back. Well, I'm a major Candiace stan, and I have been a supporter, pusher, motivator of Potomac since it started. I always tell people I really feel like this one was the franchise to watch, even though Atlanta had that, namesake. I really felt like Potomac was the one and these girls that people should watch, and these girls know the assignment. And I feel like it gets better and better every year, and learning their dynamic and who they are and their friendships and how they're getting intertwined. I'm excited to see how now Ashley will intertwine herself within the group now that she doesn't have to protect her husband who was doing those egregious things, because I feel like a main point of contingency between her and Candiace, because they were friends and they had similar backgrounds in the beginning or from pageantry, was that Candiace was standing for your husband is doing these things and people don't like it. And the world would talk about Ashley Darby's husband, but right. Ashley Darby couldn't go against her husband and she had to support him. And now that she's not doing that anymore, I think it's going to be interesting to see what does Ashley Darby look like when she doesn't have to talk about, well, my husband's not doing anything and he didn't sleep with that man in France and he didn't do all of this and he never touched anybody's butt and you're lying. There was never camera footage. And now she doesn't have to fight with Candiace about these things because now she could just be like, girl, I don't care. That boy, he ain't never been there. I think he did sleep with her. She could really get into it. And I feel like we're seeing things about their friendship being created. And I think a lot of it is because she had to keep up an image to uphold. And knowing that people just are innately going to be against Candiace, she can defend a predator. And people say, Candiace in her business too much. Even though half of America also feel like Michael is a dirty white man and he need to be stopped. But also, Candiace need to shut up about her business. And that's her marriage. And I feel like at this point, she could be in the same team.
I want to thank Shay B for the super sticker. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Shay.
I agree with you on that. I think that she was trying to uphold, but do you think that was wrong of her?
I don't know. Well, no, you're in a marriage and you want to support you. Well, Ashley's trying to get to the bag. But you want to make sure that you're supporting your spouse and being by them. I think because I favor Candiace more than Ashley, I felt like sometimes it was used as a blanket. Like this man been going around touching people's booties. And we saw it on camera, and then the people want to fight with Candiace, like, leave her alone, and you don't know anything about children, you're not a mother, and we had to just keep seeing her use being pregnant, her mother there, postpartum, cheating, all of this stuff that he was putting her through. She was weaponizing that against Candiace, and then people will weaponize that against Candiace. You don't know what it's like. You're not a mom, and you don't know what we can have a drink and we can have people sleep with people. And how dare you bring that to her and she's on a trip? All of that stuff can now go away. So I think Ashley was doing the right thing, supporting her partner. It was just frustrating that she weaponized that against Candiace. And now it will be interesting to see. Now that you don't have to defend that man anymore, y'all could really truly be cool.
Yeah. Miss Robyn said it's the Darby's divorce final. I don't know if it is. Do you know that?
I think they have a separation agreement right now, but I don't know if their divorce is final.
Yeah, I think I've seen something where that they had bought a place together, but I think that kind of like flips over on her at some point. And I did see something in the news where she was saying that she's thinking about like getting back together with him too. So, well, I don't think I did see that post on one of the blogs.
Okay, well, I mean, it was good. I mean,
it was her husband, so I guess I can understand it a little bit.
Do what you think you need to do.
What's going on, Young Rich? Young Rich said, I got my hair tied and fighting clothes on. Candiace is innocent.
Girl, me too. You ain't saying nothing.
Shabby said, I bet you anything she is not going to miss that dirty old man. I never thought that day would come.
But she will miss the bank accounts. You know, you got to see priorities. If she will miss the man, who knows? But the bank accounts. That's what me is going through now.
BJ, this is a smoothie. And Rich said exactly because Ashley was just as messy to linebacker Robyn and her family in earlier seasons. Candiace was Ashley's karma.
I've tried to talk. Sorry, I'm getting my charger. I tried to talk to SoDeb about that, but with his colorist views, he doesn't see it the same way. But I do feel like Ashley was the major, and I did a rewatch because I'm going to be doing something later on in November. A rewatch about what? Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Because there's a big thing coming up in November. I can't tell you guys about it yet, but I'm excited about it. So I wanted to make sure that I had all my information right. So that's going to be coming up soon. And I remember why I liked Ashley so much, because she was a terrorist. And she will go into she will Google your information. She will look at what's going on in your bank account. She'll talk about your relationship, your marriage, your husband. I know Ray's not being indicted, but are you being indicted? You're not in a relationship that's conducive to a happy relationship. We heard that Juan was sleeping with someone else. And Giselle, are you sure that he's not? She was the lady who was gathering the girls. And then when Candiace came, she kind of switched her role and her tone, and then Candiace became the one who was doing everything. Y'all remember that dinner when Giselle was like, but do you remember what you were like before you got pregnant? And she's like, well, what do you mean? You're just like this one over here, the Candiace. Yeah, but I never sit here and then said anything on Twitter. And Robyn said, that's a character flaw. She'll do it to anyone. And Candiace said, thank you so much, Robyn, for defending. So I agree that Candiace was the new Ashley. It's just that the grace that we gave Ashley is so different than the grace that we give Candiace. And the stuff that Ashley was doing was way worse than the stuff that Candiace was doing. Y'all remember when she Googled and looked into Robyn and Juan's bank account and bank statements, and she said, y'all only have $20 in the bank. They said y'all only have $20 in the bank. And people
she showed up at her job trying to fight her.
And then also the people was fighting and all of this stuff. And she going around, she said, at my restaurant, Karen had a boyfriend and they were sitting side by side. Ashley used to be so much worse. But people look at Candiace as a more aggressor, and how dare you when Ashley was sitting here and saying, hey, so they say your bank account is bad, and then my cousin said that Juan is sleeping with someone else. Did you know about that? About him sleeping with another person? And I know Ray's being indicted for this stuff. Karen, are you being indicted as well for any of this? They say you're sleeping with Blue Eyes. They said at a restaurant, the Dingo restaurant, you had your boyfriend sitting there. But people gave Ashley tons of passes. And I truly do believe it's because of her skin color. Because as soon as Candiace said, well, maybe you shouldn't be drinking, and people are like, oh my God, you're not a mother. Shut up. Shut up. Boo, tomatoes. You shouldn't be speaking. You're out of turn.
Shay B said, "Wow, that's weird. Who is interested?"
Ashley used to. She would say, "What did Ashley used to say?" She would blanket it. She'll say, "Well, I'm still getting to know the group, so I Googled you and I tried to figure out who you are as a person." So she would come with all the Google receipts. Google said you only had $25 in your bank account. Is everything okay with you, Robyn? But when all Candiace had to do was say, "Well, your husband is, he's a predator and he shouldn't be. He's touching booties." Oh my God, get her out of here! I can't believe her. She's so ridiculous. She's so stupid. All Candiace has to say is, "No, that's Chris's baby." I don't think anybody's gonna believe that rumor. Oh my God, mind your business. Oh, she's such a bitch.
You're enjoying this, okay?
Because I want to see the tides turn. I do feel like, going to school with Candiace and knowing her, she's an amazing woman, and she has a lot of drive.
Circle back around to while we're doing this. Go ahead.
Yeah, she has a lot of drive. She has a lot of stuff that she has going on. She has a lot of passion, and she doesn't want anything handed to her. I know she comes from a privileged place, but Candiace works her butt off from the Howard University gospel choir to where she's gotten to now, and still in school and still making it happen. Before creating a business and just saying it's gonna just be the business, she went to business school and was like, "I'm just not gonna create essential oils. I'm gonna learn what it means to actually create and have a business degree and run that business." And I feel like people don't give her enough credit on the TV show where it's about mess, and they don't look at Ashley, who has done the same amount of mess, if not more, and the same way. And I'm excited. I feel like this could be a redemption season for Candiace.
Yes. DV said, "You're right, busy, but it was about delivery, not color."
You gave a super chat, so
I'm not getting into the argument busy today, so y'all can do it. I'm not gonna do it. Ashley was not as nasty as Candiace. And Miss Robyn said, "Yes, she did. Busy is being funny describing it, but he ain't lying." Prosperity Thick Girl says she might have went to business, but that happy business did do a lot. And Young Rich says Ashley was very nasty. Y'all remember she's the reason Katie spiraled and left that trip because she read her down so bad.
Going through a divorce. She was going through a divorce and child separation issues, and that lady told her, "You are not mentally capable of being in a group like." But we let Ashley get away with everything. And we hold Candiace to a standard of, well, you shouldn't have called her a B. And you remember calling her a concubine? But that lady was spiraling and going through divorce, but Candiace needed to make sure that, well, you don't understand postpartum depression. And this lady was losing her kids and her money in her marriage, and Ashley was able to run her off a whole trip. And we never dragged Ashley.
Well, she apologized to her too on that episode.
Katie left.
No, Ashley did apologize to her on that as well.
Candiace has apologized for things as well, and we don't give her the grace.
What did Candiace apologize about?
Candiace has apologized for everything that she's done.
Give me an apology she gave.
It's too many to count.
No, what?
It's too many to count. And what I do know is that she stands on the fact that I should not have said it that way, and maybe it was too harsh. But I meant some of the things that I said, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, but that's what I meant, and that's what I. That's what I
name one time that she apologized. I just want to hear one time that she apologized.
Remember the time she went to the baby shower, and it was a sip and see, and she sat Ashley outside, and she was like, I'm so bitter. That's because they ran her off because Monique wanted to have a fight about something, and she said, "I'm not doing this." This is when they lived around the corner from me, and she went outside, and Ashley went outside too, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I was not trying to do this, and I don't think that this is the place to do it. I want to have another conversation with you, but I want you to know I'm happy for you being a mother. I want to go through the journey too. I'm sorry for causing any other extra stress." She's apologized before.
Okay. I just want to hear one that she had, if you knew one. Yara said she apologized to Mia for the "yo mama" comment, which wasn't that bad, to be honest.
She also did on that yacht.
And Prosperity That Girl said that he can't name one. I knew he could. Exactly, Candiace is not.
I did. No.
So.
Thank you, Prosperity Girl.
We had to think about it for a very long time before he got.
Well, because I wanted to. Because with you, it's hard to know which one you're gonna validate.
Oh no, I just wanted one. I wasn't going to validate whatever you
And
said.
sometimes it's hard for you to know which one is that an apology. So I had to make sure that I went to an apology.
I mean, because I mean, honestly, if Ashley didn't run out there, she would never got the apology. But I mean, that's a different story for a different day. So,
I mean, that's true.
The reality was that Ashley went out there. I mean,
she wanted to talk to her, but your fave was bullying her. But then when she was
who's my fave?
Monique.
That's not my fave.
Street Fighter Williams, Hayuka Williams.
Go ahead.
No, down goes Frazier Williams. But when that same said person was met with Sharice, then she was gotta go. Can't do, excuse me, gotta leave out the room. So everybody was like, oh, Candiace can't face it. Oh, why is she running away? But as soon as Sharice came in the room, here goes Monique. Oh, what? See you soon. Later, say, the beautiful baby. We love to see it.
Nobody wants to deal with Sharice, so that's not nothing new.
I do, and I heard she's back this season. I'm excited about it.
She is back this season. Young Rich says Street Fighter Williams. Oh, I'm still in that. Okay. That's not even Monique's last name. That's Porsha's, but that's fine.
Trust me, they are the same. They are all the same. They are all the same.
Street Fighter Williams. That's absolutely right. So
and they protect each other like family. Street Fighter Williams, Hayuka Samuels. They are the same. They protect each other the same. If Tammy hadn't changed, since for her first early days in Basketball Wives, she'll be in that group too.
She's still fighting. So what do you mean?
When the last time you seen Tammy fight?
The last she was on.
She fighting down to. She fought on this last season of Basketball Wives?
She did.
Who she fought?
She stopped fighting after she stopped filming with the girls.
Tammy, I thought.
Go back and watch it. She was just about to fight David on the Real World reboot. So I mean, she had her husband come in and do it.
I'm gonna say he did need his ass.
Ain't shit changed.
David was crazy. Babe, can I get a water? All right.
Young Rich said Tammy is the grandmother of
turn off the whole stream. Log off. Turn the whole stream off. Turn off the whole stream. Come on. I loved it. I love it. Tammy walk so these people can crawl and then run.
She crawls so they can walk.
Yes, come on. We love to see it. We love to see it. That was hilarious.
So did you listen to Carlos King's interview with Candiace?
I did not. No.
Didn't? Okay. It was a really good interview. Honestly, Candiace seems so much more relatable to me listening to it. They did touch on the colorism issue, and Carlos agreed with her. He said that he said it's definitely there. He's seen it when he worked for the network as well. He talked about, matter of fact, they brought up Ashley, and he said that it looks weird because of how Ashley's able to do, but you're not able to do. They got into it. Most of the conversation was about that, actually. So you probably will want to watch it. I mean, listen to it. It's really,
I should listen to it because SoDebNair, we've had these conversations a lot, and again, y'all don't let these lights fool you. As a dark-skinned man, I can see when there's favorability towards, and we know that we do it in our community, and a lot of people do it in their cultures. In Caribbean cultures, it's done. In Asian cultures, it's done. There is a likeness to whiteness. And the the green-eyed bandits, they can get away with murder and no one bats an eye. And whether they bring your husbands on, children on, whatever, they're going to be able to do it. And Ashley has been is your daughter Ashley? She has been no different being able to do it. And for some reason, it's almost like, well, if we're in the community, you don't want to also acknowledge your transgressions. You don't want to be a person of color saying, yeah, we are treating her differently because she's dark skinned. You just act like it's not happening. And then you say, hey, Nola, you just say that No, you make another bias on what else it could be. You say it's about, oh no, it's not because we're being colorist. It's because she says things harsher. When Ashley be yelling at the top of her tongue, at the top of her tone, you are not in a conducive relationship. But then it's like, well, Candiace said it meaner. And I think sometimes a lot of people look at dark-skinned women and be like, oh, she's so aggressive and she'll be the nicest person in the cast. Going to school with Candiace, she not rude. She not mean. Now, the girl has the gift of gab, and I do think that she can gather the girls really nicely, but I've never seen her as aggressive. Could people not like her attitude? Sure. But she don't even come from a background where they're talking like, okay, come to me, like Monique. That girl was coming into your face and being like, oh, say what you need to say. What? And here's Candiace, no, good night. I'm just saying good night. Oh, look at the aggression on her. The monster. It's her. So I am glad that at least someone in production or who has worked in production can also say that they can see it and acknowledge it. I always think it's weird. I don't know if you noticed this on Bravo's website. They use Giselle and then like two other white people in so many of their like intros and outros for what you should watch next. Like she's like the model black person.
She talked about because she's an ultimate girl trip with Giselle.
Yeah.
And she talked about how she was shocked that they picked her to go on the trip with Giselle. She said because as the network pushes, when this show comes out, it's always Karen and Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, it was really weird. But to me personally, I feel like it was a setup for Candiace because they brought Porsha.
But wasn't Porsha like an alternate? She wasn't supposed to like originally be there.
I think once they put Candiace and Giselle, because I don't know if they really, because the Potomac girls have never been on a trip yet. So I think when they put Candiace and Giselle on, they thought, oh, let's bring on Porsha because this is really going to cause the ratings. Candiace said a lot of stuff that made sense on this interview. You really should listen to it. She was saying that, that on Potomac, like one thing that she said that they are very cognizant of, I think that's the right word, is that when they're filming, they let each other talk. So for the like audio people, like they can actually catch everything. She said it was a really different experience going on the Ultimate Girls trip because it was like argument after argument. She's like, she said it was like hell on earth for her. I think, I wrote down what the extra word she used was. She said it was 10 days of unadulterated hell. She said it was just too much for her. She said it was a lot for her. And they asked her who she argued with the most. She said, well, she argued with Giselle the most. So Carlos asked her who was the second person. She said Porsha. But I think there's some coming to Jesus moment with her and Porsha at some point because it wasn't like she didn't like Porsha at the end. So something happened with her and Porsha where maybe they made peace, I think.
I'm excited to watch that. They haven't really been bringing, the newer franchises on as quickly. So I think that's why it took a minute for Potomac to get in because when they first did the first two, they didn't have anyone from Salt Lake City. They didn't have anyone from Potomac. I think they wanted to go with the older. Well, I think the first one was just older people it seemed like there were more iconic people from their franchises that they could get. And then the second one were people who don't work for Bravo no more. So this, I would love to know what the theme is around this third one because it did seem like they had a theme for the first one. And then it seemed like they definitely had a theme for the second one. Like nobody was on the show.
I would be upset if I was on a second one though.
Why? Because you were like, we all got fired. Well, one of them thought that she still had a job. She was just on pause.
Well, no, they went to like Turk and Caicos for the first one, and they had to stay at what's the girl's house?
The blue something.
What's the lady who owned the house though?
I don't watch the white ones.
I don't know her name, but they had to stay at her house. I'm like, and she had all these roles and shit. Now they over here in where are they at? Trinidad or?
Yeah, but think about it. If those people don't work for like. These are all the ones we fired. We're not paying for you to go to Turks and Caicos in Jamaica. Y'all want to go to New Jersey for a week? We can see. I know you don't work for us, but you could maybe get
back on the show.
Oh,
it was all the girls who got fired. I didn't realize that. That's true.
Yeah, that was the theme. It was like everybody who's not on the show anymore. So there was like, girl, y'all need to work for us anymore. Y'all want to go to New Jersey? And we'll put you up in some raggedy mansion that we've already filmed in before. Okay, y'all like hot air balloons? We could do a hot air balloon real quick. Like it was just big. It was
just annoying because she was like, y'all can't eat in the rooms, and they all got caught eating in the rooms. And
I think she was the right person though to have them host if they're gonna like be cheap. Because she's so anal.
She's trying to sleep with all the men who was hosting them with stuff, and it was just a lot going on. It was like, let me bring my celebrity friends around, but I'm gonna sleep with you at the end of the day, and don't eat in the rooms, don't cause no commotion. She was just a lot, but I mean, I don't really know her because I don't watch the white ones either. So it was just interesting to watch, and I love watching Eva as well. So
yeah, it was all the ones who were fired. So I wonder what this theme is going to be for this one. Because I don't understand what Giselle, Porsha, and Candiace have in common.
Pay for their own trip like Marlo's Thursday. Yes.
You know what's funny to me is that because I am a Marlo apologist this season, I actually was a little bit upset with Kenya more this season, which is why I didn't do any reviews.
Oh,
I felt like, to Kenya's benefit,
check your Cash App.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Did you said that, Nola? Thank you, Nola. To Kenya's benefit, she's been able to get edits that changed her personality that the cast was actively trying to create for her.
Oh, thank you, Nola. I didn't know you sent me one too. Thank you, Nola.
You sleep with married men. You try to take people's husband. You're nasty. You're rude. Your relationships are fake. You're fake. You don't want to have to do it. You're a mean woman. The whole cast don't like you. That's why you're a whore slut. All of that. And I think RHOP really helped her throughout the time period where fans like me could see like, yo, this lady is misunderstood. I don't think people are understanding her. I think Phaedra's lying on her. Everybody's just diving into her. NeNe's being unfair. And throughout that time period, they were trying their best to put Kenya in a positive light. Chapel, when you got Phaedra and Porsha, the two lying liars against you, is really hard. But they had her doing her mother edits and going back and trying to figure out where her mom is and all. And the people were like, "You're a whore. You're trying to sleep with people's husbands. You're a liar." And she really was. She was in some way she was benefiting from this editing. And now it's Marlo's turn, and she's misunderstood. And yeah,
okay,
she's misunderstood, and there's a lot of trauma, just like Kenya had, because they want to say, "Well, I'm tired of her using her trauma against me." That's what Kenya was doing for her first seasons. She was saying, "Well, I didn't have a mother, I never had a mom, and I really want now. That's why I want a partner so that I can be in a relationship with someone and create a family because I didn't have a mom, and for 5 years." We had to watch her. We even had to go to the door, and the lady locked the door on her. We had to watch her try to figure out where her mama at. And we let her use her trauma. And now Marlo's here, and here's Kenya saying, "Well, I don't think that it's fair for her to use her trauma against us. She's so mean to us." Girl, you were doing the same thing.
I think the difference between Kenya and Marlo is like we had to watch a whole reunion about Marlo and her tragedies in life. And not
because we had to get her to the production said, "You're staying for another season, and we're going to give you a good edit," just like they did with Kenya before. Several times. So at what season?
I don't think we had a reunion where we had to deal with a whole thing about Kenya's mom, though.
It was one season that we had to deal with Kenya.
And even if we did, we watched it on the show. Like what we said with Marlo, like it was just a lot for the reunion to me, to be honest. Like I think we knew a lot about Kenya because she talked about it a lot. When it came down to Marlo, like it was like we learned all this at the end of the show during the reunion. Like she should have just showed us that.
They forced that stuff down our throat. They forced it down our throat throughout the season. Kenya had it was different with Marlo and Kenya.
Storyline though, so she made it a part of her storyline. Marlo did not. So then when we got to the reunion, it was like, oh, and then here's Marlo's biography about what her autobiography or her biography about what happened with her life. Girl, just you could have showed us this on the show, so we don't have to listen to 2 episodes of a reunion about you talking about your family life. Like we show it on the damn show.
And I feel like we
again,
were
I liked Marlo this season.
I did.
But I think when it came down to the reunion, I was just like, they didn't even touch on lots that happened on the reunion because we had to watch so much of Marlo's life.
What was there to show? To be honest,
they didn't talk. Something happened with Drew that they didn't talk about.
What? And were you really that interested? Let's be honest. To be honest, this reunion shouldn't have been that long, and then also
it shouldn't have been. That's what I'm saying.
What were they talking about outside of Marlo?
It wasn't Drew. It was Sheree. Like they never even got it to her and Jerome, or that was his name, Jerome.
Prison Bay. I don't know.
They never got into like him leaving her at the place bar. Like they never got to the stuff that happened on the show.
I think maybe she didn't want to. It sounded
like
she didn't matter.
They never stray away from the storylines on the show. And
those storylines were what? Like seriously, you could have answered them in one question. So have you talked to Tyrone?
Yes.
Have you talked to Tyrone? No, I haven't talked to him. Okay, next. Did you fix the condo?
But Busy, he showed up at the end of the season at the fashion show. Like
she didn't even want to talk to him.
But it doesn't matter. Like that stuff that should have been talked about in the reunion. We listened to 2 episodes of Marlo and her life. Like, give her own special about her family life. No, not the reunion for that.
I would love to see that. I would actually love to see it. I grew a little bit of love for Marlo. And back to that comment. To be honest, getting on shows and doing stuff like this, what we need to do is also appreciate the fact that she could afford to fly herself on that trip. Y'all know if they also was like, look, well, I'm gonna be going on a trip to Jamaica. They need one person, girl. Can you afford it? Okay, if Kenya called one of us today was like, look, I know you do social media. I just need a friend, but the production not gonna pay. Girl, I'll pay. And I would hate for somebody 2 years later to be like, well, you had to pay yourself into the circle because I bought my flight to Africa. Now I'm paying to be in the circle.
Let me say what's up to Moesha's Stan account. This is one of the favorite people. She said, I don't know if it's me, but it seemed like nothing happened in the season besides Marlo trash talking everybody and Drew acting LOL.
That's true.
And that's what it was.
That's true. So why do we even have to focus on everybody else? My thing is, I think that we're opening up too much of
Stanya enough time to explain nothing what happened with her. I mean, she's a new cast member. And I know
what did you want to know? She even closed out her story well. We took out the IUD because he said he liked me now.
I'm just saying I just wanted to focus on the season, not Marlo's life story. Go to Lifetime and do a life story on Lifetime. The reunion was not for that.
I think it was. I think that they did a great job for it.
We do not need Phaedra. I don't believe we need Phaedra back. And Candy should stay. So there's that. So do you want to get into Potomac now?
Yeah, we can. They took us off track.
And you just went along with it.
I have for 40 minutes. Y'all stop commenting.
So let's get into what's going on with Potomac. I'm not reading no more Housewives of Atlanta stuff in the conversation. So we have Gizelle here. She said,
"Wait, did you play my intro? Because this is
I never played your intro. That never happened.
This is so busy.
Let's not even get distracted from that because I didn't know if Busy was showing up as So Busy. Because I would have titled it that, but I didn't know if you were showing up. So let's get into what's going on with Potomac and now what's going on with So Busy in Atlanta. Gizelle says, what does change my perspective of, hold on, let me blow this up so I can actually see what's going on here. What does change my perspective of the whole fallout was I found out later that because I was very team Candiace about that Giselle 52 told us exclusively at a season 7, which starts October the 9th. She didn't appreciate it or care one way or the other. So as a friend of mine, I'm like, wait a minute. I was writing for you and she couldn't care less. Giselle explains that Candiace's lack of appreciation for her support during season 5 was hurtful. She's so dramatic. To the mother of 3, and that made me reevaluate the friendship. She added, Giselle also confirmed to us that her relationship with Candiace, 35, who's 35, is the worst it's ever been. 100% yeah, with no turnaround, she said. How do you feel about this?
I feel like Giselle is a gaslighter.
She is.
She's a gaslighter. She supported Candiace against Monique because she did not like Monique, and that was
because
clear.
She started it.
But the season after that, she then also attacked Candiace and said that her mouth was reckless and all of this stuff because she said your mama. I said your mama today to some crackhead who was trying to cross the street before and then try to push me too. So she said your mouth is so reckless, and she helped drive the narrative about how tasteless Candiace is. I don't need a friend like that when the world is bashing me and you don't say, well, we need to think about this a different way. She wasn't a friend to her, and she stood by her side. And I can't acknowledge the fact that, oh, well, you were there helping me because you weren't. You saw me as an enemy of your enemy, and then you went hard and you pressed the gas on that aspect. But not
Nola,
because
give me a minute, Nola, because I'm gonna drop it in a minute. Give me a minute. So what you're saying is I guess this is basically what she's saying here. She said, let's be honest, you're no one's friend. You come collect the check and go home to those purple walls. The small part of me that did want to believe weren't total garbage. I think you weren't total garbage. Woke up when you decided to get creative with my husband. And don't insult my intelligence with this BS victimization that you pulled out of your hind parts. I want to say pulled out your ass. Parts at 5 o'clock today. It's as believable as absent your storyline. So I agree. I do agree with Candiace on this. I think me and you fought all that season about this because I knew Giselle set her ass up. And I wanted her to be more mad at Giselle than it was with Monique. I think that had she really had a conversation, we would have never seen that fight, to be honest.
Well, girl, I think that both of them, she should have been mad at both. What frustrated me that season is that if everybody felt like Giselle was the puppet master, then why did everybody still attack Candiace so harshly? Because she was a victim in the situation.
And the reality is, this is the reality.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
Did Candiace fall for it, or did Monique fall for it? Did Candiace fall for it, or did Monique fall? Like, you can't. It's hard when people say, "Well, Candiace fell for the bait." If the person who, like, it's like when Porsha sat here and played attack dog for Phaedra in the back, and then now now it came out clear that, girl, you were the stupid one. Why we don't say Candiace as the victim of someone who was saying in her business and she was trying to sleep with people and drug them or whatever. We don't call Candiace we don't call Candy the dumb one, and she was the one who was hurt by it all. We call Porsha the stupid one, and even Porsha was like, "You used me as a pawn."
But Candy never fell.
How is Candiace
never fell for that?
No, but Porsha did, and that's why she attacked Candiace.
And people have been calling Porsha stupid since then.
Yes, and then Monique fell for it because Monique even was going out to dinner with Giselle. Monique fell for Giselle's BS and was like, "Yeah, girl," and she said,
"Well, the reason why she didn't sit down with her was because she was going out to dinner with her."
And then instead of us looking at Monique like, "Girl, how did you fell for Giselle's BS and then fought Candiace when you should have been fighting Giselle?"
Hold on. Because Monique tried to tell her don't fall for the shit during the show.
And what did Monique do?
Monique, because Candiace kept coming at her ass. So that's what happened. I'll get into it with you because I want to keep the live going on. I'm not going to get into it with you about it. But I feel like I feel like she thought they were really friends. And I feel like Candiace dropped the ball in the friendship when it came down to it because she's like, "Why are you even participating in this bullshit?"
I think that's what Candiace was saying to Monique. What is your problem with me? Why are you mad at me? What is your obsession?
She sat down with her and told her, she said, "Stop."
She never talked to her.
She sat down with her when they was there. She said, "You got to stop falling for this." She told her that at that picnic thing they was at. They didn't have no napkins at. She told her that. That's when Karen had the bad wig on, and she was telling her about somebody claimed.
That was 2 seasons before the fight. And they were still good. They were literally still good. When the season came up with the fight, Monique was listening to Giselle. Even she had that dinner.
We only didn't have one meeting that season.
She never sat down with Candiace once. She never sat down with. Yeah, she never sat down with Candiace once. And y'all saying that Monique, no, Candiace was the one who fell for it. Candiace got in trouble because she said that's Chris's baby. It looks just like him. Nobody's gonna believe that. And Monique looked at that as a
that wasn't on the show though. That wasn't on the show.
That wasn't on the show. But that's what Monique kept using. She knew that it was going to be happening. And then Giselle, the person who was saying
what Monique was using was, I don't know how my friend was sitting in a conversation like that. That's what she was using. And then she was also mad because Ken never brought that back to her. Karen did.
Yeah, but then why is it not dumb for Monique to be mad at the person who's starting all of the rumors? And you could be. I wish you would fight me. If I sat down with Mims or somebody and they were talking cash money about you, and then you fight me because I was sitting there.
I don't know if I would be okay with you sitting around people talking shit about me.
But then would you fight me and then feel justified in fighting me?
I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to disconnect.
Because what you should be doing is fighting the people who are saying the bullshit.
But I mean, to me, I'm just going to say this, and this is my own personal thing. To me, the taunting at that fight would have set me off to the point where if I was drinking, it might have gotten to that place. Especially I was like drunk as fuck. I mean, I don't fight, so I don't know if I would fight. But it would have irritated.
We got into that fight in Atlanta.
Huh?
We got into that fight when we was at Atlanta.
We ain't get no fight. We argue. We ain't fight. I don't think that I would be like a fighter, but that taunting, the twirling, all that, like it would have irritated the shit out of me. So I understood that. Now putting the hands on, I wouldn't. I don't fight. I'm not fighting. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm not about to fight nobody. But I did understand the irritation from that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, that Monique fell for the bait because then she ended up fighting her own friend. And even now, we still hear even Monique saying, Candiace said, that baby looks just like Chris. Nobody's going to believe that. But she took it as a negative spin and said, oh my gosh, she was a part of the conversation. When it sounds like Candiace was like, that baby looks just like him. That's a stupid rumor. Don't spread that. But instead, we look at it as a different spin. And Monique took it as a negative thing.
Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Would you feel funny if I'm sitting around a group of people that's talking shit about you and not come back to you and tell you that?
I wouldn't feel, no, I wouldn't. And I'm being honest. Because I feel like you have my best interest. So I also feel like you also have to be in the same, like if we're working together and all of this stuff, I feel like you also have to have a relationship with them. I don't think you will let anything happen and then me be in a bad position. So I can trust that you can be around my enemies and they be saying stuff and I know that you won't engage or add things to. And then I can trust that you will have my back when it comes to now they starting to try to do the BS and you're going to be on my side when the BS starts to come out. I can't fault you for being in the same room of, and what is it, Cynthia Bailey? I'm not going to sit here while you guys talk about why I'm kidding you. I don't expect y'all to do that.
I would do that. Like I would never sit around people who want to sit around talking about my friends in front of my face because that means you don't even respect me as a person. So I would never do that. And then I would definitely call you and be like, yo, I don't think these are your real friends for real because
now I would
they're
say
sitting around plotting and planning on your ass about some shit that don't make no damn sense to me. I couldn't do it.
I would say that. Now I would say right after. Now I'll listen and I'll be like,
Jennifer said you would stand up for busy, so that I know I would.
I would call you immediately and be like, these people aren't your friends. And I feel like I've done it before. These girls are not for you. But
and just think about that situation and then think about like Mims calling me instead of you calling me and telling me that shit. I'm on 10. And I don't know if I trust you at this point.
But the thing is that I think that's where the muddy waters are, because think about me and your relationship. I do think that Mims would have the time to call you first. And then I'm busy. I'm busy and I'm busy and I'm.
First of all, Mims didn't have my phone number to call me to tell me that, so that's not true.
But I feel like that it'd be a long time for now. I'm like, oh my god, I was supposed to call you and tell you.
I would say that.
No, I would.
I don't. Maybe you would. I don't think that you would.
I know. I'm self-aware enough to know that I'll tell you something. You're like, well, busy. Why didn't you tell me this 4 days ago? I've been busy. But me and you both. I'm
But
self-aware.
you know what?
enough.
Actually, I could see Mims actually doing that, honestly, because Mims has done that already. So maybe I could. Well, not with you though. I could probably see Mims doing that.
Yeah, and I can. I
don't know if y'all were in the same space. If y'all were in the same space at the same time, I don't know if I still would be like, damn, busy. Like, I don't know if I would feel that way. I don't know how I would feel.
Well, I hope not. I feel like I set a precedent in our friendship where you know that it's going to take me a couple of days to call you and to respond to you. And then I'm like, oh my God, I have stuff to tell you.
I think when stuff going on with you, yes. I think when stuff going on with me, no. I think you've been like upfront and honest with me about everything on time. Because we've had those type of conversations.
We have.
Well, I do feel this way, all right, whatever.
We have, but I'm trying to feel like I'm trying to think because I feel like I'm not saying I would do it purposely, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I got to tell SoDeb this. And then 3 days later when I talk to him, I'm like, oh my God, there was something I was supposed to say.
Now you have said something to me. You asked me like some like end-to-window questions, and then I'm like, well, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I really want to tell you right now because I don't know if it's true or not. And I'm like, what was said? And then you never really told me.
I will bounce around so I can make sure that you can know that there's some stuff going on. So how much do you know about such and such you did a video with? Just questions.
But you still can't tell me before I heard it from anybody else, though.
I will say that I do think I would at least throw you a bone before anything else.
And by the way, I don't like that, but go ahead.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
And we still living. So I feel like Candiace is telling the truth. Like I always felt like Candiace is telling the truth, and I've always had Candiace back. I understand her logic and her reasoning. I feel like Giselle is a monster, and Giselle can cling on to things. And I think that Candiace is an easy target. So you can just say, I defended her, and when nobody else had her back. And I'm hoping that this season changes the tide or turns the tide for Candiace, where that stuff can't work no more. Where Giselle would be like, I defended you, and then people attack Candiace. They are the ones who had your back. And you need to watch your mouth.
Giselle had a motive for protecting Candiace. She didn't want Monique there. So she didn't really like her.
Yeah, she didn't protect Candiace. She had a motive for protecting Monique.
She wanted Monique gone. Because Monique had 4 houses with how many houses had, and she had that shack in the woods.
Yeah.
Rich said, which fallout was worse, Candy and Phaedra or Candiace and Monique?
Candiace and Monique. I think that, but Phaedra was the Giselle of the Candy and Phaedra fallout. She used Porsha,
right,
to do her bidding and to talk to Candy and say, you tried to drug me, you tried to do this in a dungeon with me, you have this stuff. She used her, and I think Giselle was the same way in this type of fight. She orchestrated Monique and Candiace fighting. She befriended Monique and made her feel like Candiace is a bad friend in person. Even as Candy was crying, like, you acting like I never helped you, I never did anything for you, I was never supportive to you. When Giselle never talked to Monique, never liked her at all, she was making Monique fight with her friend. Right. So I think that the Monique and Candiace one was a lot harsher because Giselle was able to puppeteer 2 friends to physically fight each other, and she could.
I wish somebody would turn her and Robyn's friendship around that so she could understand why that was wrong.
The Scissoring sisters, they're going to always be with each other.
I know that part. I'm just saying I wish that someone could get in there and do that so she understands why that was wrong. I know it's probably never going to happen, but I'm just saying I wish that it would so she understands why that's wrong.
Yeah. All right, back to your clips.
Okay. So you heard what's going on with me? Oh, actually, let's go on what's going on with Wendy because I don't think anybody's ever talked about this yet. So I want to make sure we do get this out.
A scholar, how many businesses do you own? Because I heard somebody don't own none. I just been wanting to put that and say that all day today. Because y'all remember that time that Scholar and Wendy was talking. And Mia was talking. She was like, well, how many businesses do you own? This is not a business meeting. Scholar. Can you text Mia real quick and say how many businesses do you own and then block her?
So Dr. Wendy Osefo heard whisperings of Giselle's rumor Peter Thomas romance. It says Dr. Wendy Osefo says that shortly after she began planning a Nigerian lounge with the Real Housewives of Atlanta husband Peter Thomas, she heard he was romantically linked to fellow Real Housewives of Potomac Giselle Bryant. She says, you know what's so interesting? I had heard whisperings of it. And so I was just like, what is happening? Osefo tells Page 6 exclusively, detailing her initial reaction to the gossip. But I let the record reflect it didn't come from me. She asserts it wasn't a me thing. In the trailer of Real House of Potomac season 7, Candiace Dillard tells Bryant 52 during group dinner. So everybody's asking me if you're sleeping with Peter Thomas. Osefo, why is this doing this? Osefo then asks in the preview, are you effing him? Thomas, who was present for the explosive scene, seemingly departs, telling the women, I'm going to exit on that one. Bryant, for her part, has denied any involvement with Thomas. I would never date Peter Thomas. No, never. Oh, no, never. That's how she says it. She recently told Page 6. She also expressed allegiance to her good pal and Thomas' ex-wife, Real Housewives of Atlanta alum, Cynthia Bailey, adding, when that all came up, I called her immediately to shut it down. Bryant noted that Bailey, 55, now married to sportscaster Mike Hill, was unbothered by the rumors and even encouraged her to explore a relationship with him. What? A sentiment echoed by Osefo. If they want to date, the professor and political commentator tells Page 6 they can have it. Meanwhile, Osefo is thrilled for the fans to get a glimpse inside her. My God, why's this doing this? Her Maryland business venture with Thomas, who has found success opening eateries and nighttime establishments in Georgia, North Carolina, and Florida. Oh, he got one in Florida now. I am so knee deep, and when I say that, I really mean it. In my Nigerian culture and heritage, I want to do a Nigerian lounge because so many of my favorite Nigerian restaurants were closed due to the pandemic, she explains. I want to bring it back, so this season you guys are going to watch that and see where it goes. It's interesting. It's an interesting story. The new author shares more of her Nigerian upbringing in her recently released memoir, "'Tis My Mother." Just to
are we going to read all of this?
I'm just trying to make sure I get it. It's almost over. Just to think how telling my story of being first generation Nigerian immigrant can resonate with people from across the globe shows how much we are all really alike, more than we are different. Osefo says of the tomb, is it tomb? That deveils into relationships that she shares with her beloved mom, whatever her mom's name is. I've just really been humbled by so much of the feedback. Now Giselle were to ask Wendy at a group dinner if her husband Eddie was sleeping with anyone, Wendy would consider it an attack on her family. And Housewives Thomas talking about October 9th. Do you think she was sleeping with him?
So before any of this came to the internet, I had already heard that. Mm-hmm. So because where we used to live before we bought this house,
right?
It was right by where Peter's restaurant was, and they had already been saying that Giselle and Peter were getting closer. They said that there was a relationship that was being sparked there, but there was nothing that was concrete. So those rumors were already going around. Do I think that Giselle would sleep with Peter Thomas? No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
No,
he kind of looks like Jamal.
First of all, he doesn't look anything like Jamal at all.
I mean, they're very similar.
I think there is a type of person that Giselle would go for, and a restaurateur is not that type of individual. I think she will go with someone with
not. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I think that she would go for someone with a standing in politics and the area, whether it be in a Christian faith with power or someone with a political background. Restaurateurs are not in the same realm that I feel like Giselle would date.
What realm should Giselle be in? I mean, she doesn't even have shit.
What Giselle does, we can discredit her all we want to. She definitely has a college degree. And as much, I don't know if as much as I was talking about this on my other YouTube video, Sip and Key with Busy and Jolene. Go on and check it out. I was watching Honk for Jesus, and which was an amazing movie where the wife, it was a very, and I cried during the scene. It was a very powerful scene where the movie basically is about the church that was being taken down because of some stuff that was going on in the church, and then they're trying to rebuild the church. And the part of the story is the wife and how she's sticking by her husband and trying to support him, because she also felt like I built this church too. Like as people they want to sit here and tear me down because of what my husband has done or hasn't done or what rumors are out. I also still feel like the first lady of this church, and people want me to just let it go because they want me to let go of my marriage, but not feeling like I have a connection to this church. Giselle has helped him build churches and congregations and followings and funding. So while people look at it as like you getting money and stealing money from the church, Giselle was there when those churches were in the backyard and y'all had garden chairs, and she was supporting her husband and helped the congregation and helped the first ladies and all those other people. So I think she has a thing.
I understand that.
I think that a lot of people look at her as like, oh my God, you ain't got no job, you were stealing money and this and that. But it's like, I helped to build the same things. So and I should also reap benefits from that.
Once you're out of that.
What do you mean out of it? I'm married. I had children with him, and we were married. Okay. Like if you and your ex-husband built a church,
we did,
and y'all had children.
We built 3.
And then the church kept getting money, but then they feel like because you divorced him and you kept the kids, you shouldn't get anything. You need to get a job to leave your husband. You'll be like, girl, the money that he making at that church is mine too, and he better make sure I get it.
You know I've lived this life, right?
Yeah, so I think you would. I think you would think it was weird if people were like, "No, you need to get a job and do your own thing, get your own money, and stop worrying about the church money."
I do.
You would feel like
the thing is that I do think that it's weird, but in reality, that's how people feel. It's not just her story. That's every church person who's been married to a pastor.
And I support every church mother. I support every first lady who is still getting the funds and still getting the support, because being a first lady, sometimes you can't even have a job.
Yeah, you can.
Your job is
they will wear you out.
Yeah, and then you're sitting here. She was married to him for what? How many years? Years, helping him build churches, and now people discredit her and say you ain't got no job, you ain't got no experience. Because I was helping my husband build a church that y'all feel like I should have no ties to. You do have to also put
this into account as well. The first wife had the church, and then Giselle came in and took that lady's husband. She didn't build anything, so you do have to take
she took the lady. She did take the lady's husband, and then they built larger churches.
The first lady built that church.
But doesn't she get stuff too?
Huh?
She gets stuff too. That lady.
Ain't not perfect because she helped build that shit. So
ain't their wife come out and say that they don't get nothing. So let's be clear. All the wives are getting what they deserve.
I don't think that Giselle really deserved anything because she didn't build that church. That first lady did.
I think there's a difference between what we constitute building a church. Then.
Building a church, busy. Do you know what? This is a story for another day. Building a church, there's a lot that goes into that, and you come in because after the church is already built, you don't really deserve shit. The lady was there when the church had started, when you giving up your damn money while this man is trying to build this church is a very different story.
Yeah, but didn't she have to rebuild it?
I'm gonna tell you this. Giselle didn't deserve a damn thing because she wasn't there when that church was started. That lady was there. She was there when that man was not at home. She was there when the man could give her no damn time. She was there when the man didn't have shit because the church was growing and he didn't have a fucking job, and she had to support that fucking household. And excuse all my language at this point, that lady deserves something. Giselle didn't deserve nothing because she stole the man. She can't really steal something that wasn't really hers, because if the man didn't want her, he didn't want her. But I would never put Giselle in a space where she deserves something. After that, the lady who helped build that church, yes, but not Giselle, no.
So then what happens? Because when you become a first lady, then you have to take on a big responsibility. And sometimes you have to even let go of, you can have degrees, jobs, careers. And they're like, no, you need to be here on Wednesday, doing this on Tuesday, talking to the mothers group on Monday. You need to talk to the, what do you say? Because then she did become his wife and they were married for what, how many years? Like over.
Do you feel entitled at your job like that?
What do you mean?
Like if your job lets you go today, would you feel entitled like that? Like Giselle feels, like, or like the feel like Giselle should feel.
When if my partner,
because you didn't start that company, right?
Listen, if my partner who started a company,
no. We're not about that. I'm talking about where you work at right now. This is the business was already there before you got there.
Yes.
Would you feel entitled?
No, because this is a company. I'm not married to a person in my company.
If you are a founder of that business,
yes,
it would be different. It would be different.
But what I'm trying to say, and this is truly how we get into the Mia situation. What I'm trying to say is, but if the company had been started before I got there, and then now you've made decisions, and you've decided to divorce your partner and date me, and then marry me, and then you said, well, you got to take on responsibilities for 10 years. Then yes, I do feel like you owe me something. Mia wouldn't be crying. We'll get to that story, but Mia wouldn't be crying on the internet now because it sounds like the businesses were businesses before she was businessing. And now she's crying on the internet because, oh my God, the family's taking it. Girl, but this not your business. Sometimes then when you realize, okay, I married this person now every day, I got to do Bible study. I got to talk to the mothers. It's the women's ministry. We got to go to the wife's church's ceremony. We got to do weeks. I can't even have a job because now I have to dedicate myself to this work. And then for 10 years, I do it with you. And then you divorce me and people say, you don't deserve nothing. Y'all, I left my job to do something for my husband and the work that he's doing because in the church.
Did she have a job?
Yes, she used to do work for the NAACP.
And she quit her job for Jamal?
To be a first lady. You know how hard it is? Well, I don't know. You haven't had to be a first lady, but
I've been a first gentleman at a damn church.
You had to
I was married to a damn pastor. I left my job in media to be with this man at this church.
So then you know exactly what Giselle's going through and you still can't have
But I also started them churches with him. I didn't come in. It was already established. I made those damn churches.
Yeah, but the role doesn't change.
Was because of me. I did
the role doesn't change.
Hold on now. I put a lot of money into those churches because they were just starting. We did not just start one church. We started 3 churches. So while I was there, when we started them churches, I didn't just come in and be like, oh yeah, I'm the first lady now because now he's done with her and we together. I was there from the beginning. I did the groundwork for those things. So I did deserve the shit that I got after I left because I worked for that shit. Giselle came in after that stuff was already done.
Could you have a job? And I mean, I
just told you I quit my jobs when I
hold on. Give me a second. Calm down. Being Adventist, I know that our first ladies don't have like formal careers. They do a lot of stuff for the church.
Yeah.
Can you have a job as a first lady or a first gentleman?
You can have one, but I mean, depending on who you're married to.
So then Giselle now marries this person. So she has to quit her career. I think that we're overlooking that sacrifice. If I marry a pastor, they may say, okay, look, now that you're my partner and I run this church, it's very important to the congregation that you quit your job and you start focusing on this thing. And she could be like, well, I don't want to. And he's like, well, that's what the congregation is going to look at us weird if you're not doing the Monday things, the Tuesday things. And then she could say, you know what, then I won't work so that I can help you with your congregation. Why is that not? Why is that not also a sacrifice? She was doing work for the NAACP in Baltimore.
How would that conflict with him being a pastor?
I don't know what the time constraints are. I know I don't go to Bible study sometimes because I got to work.
It's about the type of work that you're doing. The reason why I couldn't do mine was because I was doing media. I had to be in clubs and doing club promotions. It just kind of didn't coincide with what he had going on.
Yeah, but if you have to work during the day and then you like, I wasn't working
during the day. I was working during the nighttime. I was in clubs.
I think we're overlooking the sacrifice that someone would have to make. And what's weird to me is that you understand it because you're like, I quit my job so that I can help to build these churches. No, because so that means that you know
what he was doing.
But
there's another pastor that lives here in Atlanta, and he kept his job. He worked for the CDC. It made sense because He was working for the CDC, and this man had a church. They found a way to bridge the gap with their churches. So that makes sense. Her working for the NAACP and him being a pastor, she didn't have to quit her job. So that's bullshit. And I'm not gonna give Giselle a pass.
Well, you quit yours. You quit yours to do it.
She wanted to be a first lady.
You quit yours to do it. So I'm not gonna say that it's BS.
I quit mine because it didn't make sense. My job and the church did not coincide with each other.
And maybe to her it didn't make sense. Like I can't look at somebody who's like, I quit my job so I can do the job full time, and then look at another person who said, well, I quit my job to do it full time, and say, well, yours don't qualify, so Deb's qualifies more. No, if some people have to quit their job to do that type of work, I'm not going to look at somebody else and say, well, yours makes sense, but yours doesn't. To me, it doesn't. To me, sorry. To me, you're not going to be able to convince me. If you're saying you quit your job to do the job, and then Giselle also quit her job to do the job,
there was a reason.
I'm not going to say that it's. I'm not going to say that it's not unfair. If I'm listening to a person who said, I quit my job to do the same job that Giselle took, I'm not going to say then what it's unfair of her to quit her
Cheryl
job.
said my grandmother worked as a teacher, while my grandfather was a reverend. It makes sense.
And that's good for you. Good for you, baby. And that's good for you. That's good for you, baby, and good for your grandma. All I'm saying is that there has been.
What's going on, Rayleigh? Oh, I think this first time I ever seen you over here. She said, or he or she says, we have a few first ladies at my job. They're RNs. It makes sense. They make it work. That makes
so
sense.
Deb couldn't. So Deb couldn't.
So Deb couldn't. My job did not coincide.
So Deb couldn't.
Married to a pastor did not make sense.
So Deb had to quit his whole job. So Deb had to quit his whole job. You won't be able to convince me. So let me
ask you this.
So Deb couldn't, y'all.
Let me ask you this. Your job right now that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that your boyfriend was doing the OnlyFans, and he's a very non-OnlyFans person, and the people at your job know that. Would that be conflicting with your job?
No.
So it would be okay for that.
Yeah, I'm not running for office.
Okay.
I'm not running for office. Now, if I started to try to be a politician and my partner had an OnlyFans, then no, I would not be able to be associated with it. But if my partner was doing OnlyFans,
that's the point that I'm making, Busy.
You weren't doing OnlyFans.
I was in the people at the time that we were married. The church and the club together was not a thing. You could not. Y'all
were a gay couple. I think they would have gotten over if you were a party promoter.
People were still.
I think they would have. Y'all were already a same-sex couple. I think they would have been okay with you being a party promoter.
People were still skeptical about it because of that. That's why we had issues with that. That's why I stopped doing it.
You're thinking too highly of yourself.
No, I'm thinking about what we were said while it was happening.
I said what I said.
I lived the life. I'm done.
You're ready to go to yeah, and then you can't give grace to the other people who've done it. You're ready to go to the next. You're ready to go to the next. Are you ready to go to the next? Are you ready to go to the next subject? You can't tell me what I built.
That would not have made a difference. Period.
If I've been married to a man for over 10 years, even over 5 years, I helped build the church. I helped build the church. And I don't care if y'all feel like this church was here before I got here, girl. And if I didn't help build it, I helped sustain. And you will pay me for the work that I did. And we can move on from there.
Absolutely not.
Oh, because I can't wait to hear your stance on this. We going to Mia?
We want to go
First of all, yes. Wendy, Osefo, girl, pick a struggle. You come on this show with your degrees, and we love you and your degrees, and I stood up for you. Then you come on with your big boobs and new booty, and you're selling candles. And now you sitting here trying to make Haitian food. You need to tell about what. Pick something and stick with it. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I should not be this shocked every season with you, with Miss Osefo. I'm getting sick and tired of you.
You don't know what she's gonna do.
No, girl, and the next season she gonna.
What happened to the candles? What happened to the candles?
What happened to the candles? Then you didn't even promote the book that actually did well more than you did with those 175 3-wick, 4-wick, 5-wick candles that you was trying to sell. Next season, she's gonna be talking about Cirque du Soleil and how her and her family have started a circus, and they're trying to bring African culture, circus, and elephants back to America. We are tired. You need to pick something and you need to stick with it. You know how Michael Ashley married a husband who was sticking his peen to other women and other men allegedly and grabbing booties and then throughout and then closing restaurants and starting restaurants, and she had babies and postpartum and she couldn't talk to her daddy throughout. You saw how that it just stayed throughout the whole entire time. You see how Giselle don't got a man, she got a man, don't got a man, and then worry about other people's husbands and her children, and we stick through that. You see how Karen is old and sitting here thinking she's a businesswoman so highfalutin, and her husband say he don't
first of all, Karen is a businesswoman. Now don't do that. Karen is a businesswoman,
and then she could barely get her children to film with her except for her daughter who come through.
Karen is a businesswoman.
You see how Robyn is going from apartment to apartment.
Karen is a businesswoman, and we're not going to sit here and trash Karen because she is a businesswoman, period.
You see how Robyn is going from apartment to apartment, and her husband still don't act like he be loving her, but he's trying to act like he's going to marry her every season, and he really loves her. And she got all the money, Robyn, now she want a prenup. We see the consistency. She done went from degrees, political commentator, to now I'm selling candles, I'm writing a book for my family. My son's in karate. My husband sleep with somebody else. To now I'm opening up restaurants. Next year she's gonna be in the Cirque du Soleil. I need you to pick something.
Is she still on the news there?
Well, she does CNN commentating, so she's in Fox
still doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, her that career doesn't.
So let's get into this. Mia, the Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton claims brother-in-law revoked husband's access to business accounts and will no longer pay her. If you can't trust family, who can you trust? And I don't think we need to read the article on this because this is pretty like self-explanatory. How do you feel about this? I mean, she bragged about this all last season, and now she doesn't have a job. So now what?
Let me start with this. First of all, I think we need to give a little bit more background to the situation.
Okay.
From what I have discovered,
yeah, Rich said I thought it was on Fox News. I ain't seen her on CNN.
Yeah, she does both.
Okay.
She does both. She it's odds and ends jobs, you know. We'll see her on doing odds and ends. We've seen her MSN here and there.
Wait. Not back to the poll she go.
Who is Young Rich Skinny?
This is one of the people you need in your chats all the time is Young Rich Skinny, because Young Rich Skinny says a lot of things that you actually like.
So y'all,
you need to subscribe to Busy's channel, Young Rich, for real, because y'all would get along.
The gag. Okay, we would gag. So
Mia did this. Girls get naked. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and back to no, because they did shrimp and lobster and steak, and they get gowns on. The way she was explaining it, you're going to a Cinderella ball. So Mia did these posts where basically she said that, you know, she said, pray for the family. Pray for the family because she has realized that there's been a restructuring in her company. Oh, well, sorry, her. There's been a restructuring in the company. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we already know that G has decided to stay at home and take more of a light role. And these are bits and pieces that we're gathering and putting together. So all of this is speculation and alleged. We're not sure. We're gathering as much information as we can. G also tried to make the back-breaking business. They tried to make that a family thing. So I think that Mia did chief of operations work. So she was a part of the unit. And then other family members had roles in the company, whether it was stake in the company or actual roles in departments. We're still unsure. We're still working on that information. Mm-hmm. What it looks like is that they have decided to do some restructuring, and Mia will no longer be getting a salary, and they also have no access to the funds that have been, or any revenue from the account that has come from any of those practices. I feel several ways about this because one, my first feeling is this: how many businesses do you own? Okay, because in the first season, she kept talking about how many businesses do you own, how much money she makes. And I do all of this, and all of this is going. But it sounds like, girl, you had a job, girl, because your salary's going away, and you're whining about your salary's going away, and you're whining about it on the internet. And if you really
sound good when you talking to the mic like that.
If you really had a solid stake and stance and stick in the company, if you really own the company, girl, whether you wouldn't need a salary because you're getting residuals, you're getting payback, you're getting all types of stuff. But it sounds like you had to work just like everybody else. Okay. So do you own the business or are you a part of the company as an employee? I think this is your karma. Okay. Because I feel like you can.
But what she's been saying is that the business wouldn't have gone as far as it was if it wasn't for her. Now,
but the businesses were started. This is why I say this connects really closely with the Giselle story because he had these things before her, and she even said in that first season he had a couple of these practices already, and he let me take over.
The were doing well before Giselle got there. Let's not connect these things.
No. Let's connect them, and somebody create a chart. I wish I had a whiteboard. Let's connect them and let's create them. And I want y'all to understand.
So you think Giselle made his churches better?
Excuse me. I'm talking to the people. Let's talk about the hypocrisy of SoDeb. Let's do a chart, and it's gonna be the hypocrisy of SoDeb. Y'all
the
follow me
politics
with the
of
story.
church and a business are two different things. Business. So let's not. We cannot do that.
No, but we will. But we will. But we will.
To a business versus
but we will. But we will. I bet you I can correlate this thing. Wrap it up. I bet you I can correlate this thing. Wrap it up in a bow and send it to you. UPS.
That's not the same thing.
I bet you I can correlate this. Wrap it up in a bow and send it to you.
You pull things out of your ass all the time.
Overnight. So let's get to it, shall we? So
lift your ass up and pull it out so we can talk about it.
Here we go. We'll get it. We'll get it, and we'll get it done. So let's. I'm going to do this in the. I'm going to do this in a version
when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
I'm gonna do this in the business of correlation to help y'all understand why.
If anything is it went from worse to worse, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm going to correlate this in the terms of what we just discussed and SoDeb disagreed with. As a reminder, first of all, take out your pens and pencils. One of the main contingencies and problems that we did hear from SoDeb was she didn't build it. It was already here before. So you maintaining it or helping it doesn't mean anything, and she doesn't deserve anything. With relation to Giselle, she stole that lady husband, and so she doesn't need to get anything from the business. So if she leaves, like she didn't do anything for the business, she was just a partner of the person who started the business. Okay. Let's keep all of that in mind.
Okay.
Because I don't feel sorry for Mia at all.
Okay.
Mia also.
I don't feel sorry for me.
I didn't ask you no questions though.
Let's just be clear with that part.
What's funny is I didn't ask you no questions. I'm talking to.
What's funny is that this is my channel.
I'm talking to the class.
I'm gonna say what I want to say.
They kicked me out.
I'm gonna kick you out. What I'm gonna say is that
I am flabbergasted, appalled, and I just don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Go ahead. Never have.
Go ahead.
So now that we have that information, I hope y'all wrote it down in your wide rule, because we only do wide rule over here, because so that'd be right big. We do wide rule paper over here. College rule on it.
I deleted it. I don't have it anymore. I'm so sorry. I wish I did still have it.
Raleigh, you're tacky and somebody block her.
I think I sent it to you before.
Nope, never did. So now that we have that background information, let's get into Mia Thermopolis / broke. Mia the homeless. So Mia married a man. And what number wife was this? Can y'all put it in the comments if y'all remember what number wife she was? Do you remember what number wife she was, SoDeb?
I don't know that. No, I don't. I'm sorry.
I think, was she number 4 or 5?
I don't know. I said I'm that. I'm sorry.
I was asking the people. I think she's number 3, 4, or 5. One of those ones. She's it's been a long generation of wives for him. He already started a business, and he already had a business, and he was doing that business when he met her.
In the chat, four.
Okay, he met her at that strip and steak and lobster place where she was showing her poon, and that's how he already had his stuff. Now, by SoDeb's definition, you didn't help build nothing, and you don't deserve no money from nothing. Okay. So now knowing that she decided to go ahead. There's no misconstruing here. She decided to marry him.
Go ahead.
And then she got a space into the company. Maybe I think she was the chief operating officer, or she was doing something in operations. Whatever it was, she now had a role. Did she have a stake in the company? It doesn't sound like
she has a role. What? I'm just asking because make it clear so we all know what you're talking about.
I said she had a role.
Oh, she had a role. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said she know how to roll. And just I want to put this up so people can see it. It's here. Welcome to the West. Oh, did you miss the prosperity thinker? Let me do it again for you. I knew I had it somewhere. I just didn't remember what I had it was. But shout out to the princess, House of Princess, and the channel members. I sent it to her, and that's where I found out in her, in my text to her. I don't know if Busy's gonna come back. While Busy's gone, let me go ahead and do a few things. I want to shout out the people who have supported this channel and my members. So let's do that while Busy is getting this all together.
Damn, them haters still mad. I done took off while they steady dragging, and I be the nagger to always keep my cash, and I always love to have a hot party bashing. First verse I told y'all they just a mad. If you was me, 100 G's would be nothing. I see the money while you just glance. Your scare money will never take a chance, man. I'm fly, yes. I'm high, yes. Lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go.
I just want to thank the people who have supported my channel throughout this time. And let's also do one more thing. If you guys have not already liked the video or shared the video, let's go ahead and put this while we wait on Busy to get his feelings together. I know it's hard for him when I showed Giselle's house. And so let's play a little 1 minute thing. Like the video and share the video. So let's play this, and then hopefully Busy will come back at this time.
You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In my mind, you think you was better than me. Stop it. You ain't better than me. I got a lot of macaroni cause I cheddar and cheese. See me in my 50. You said damn man he just shit it. Cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I did it. I be multiplying numbers so you not in my division. Call me Rudolph. You be dashing like. See me in my 50. You said damn man he just shit it. Cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I do it. See me in my 50, you said damn man he just shit it. Cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I did it. I be more multiplying numbers, so you not in my division. Call me Rudolph. You be dashing like blue. Thinking of getting it done, but you never catch me slipping. Hella Grey Goose is what you catch me sipping. You don't get girls, cause they know you tripping. Acting like you making money, but you bullshitting. My style so clean, don't none of it be script. Got hella just if, but don't none of them be stiff. And I got a grill, so my drink just chill. Mr. Yes, I'm so fly in the field.
Okay, we're back. I didn't know that picture offended that much.
What are we talking about? What's going on here? Hey, chat.
I didn't know that. I did not know that was going to happen.
So basically, how do you feel about Mia being broke?
I feel like that's wrong. Yeah. I do. I'm sorry. Again, that musical. Oh, thank you so much, Sassy Peach.
Oh, you really think so, Sassy Peach? You like that?
Shit, glasses is up. What's going on? Oh, she's talking about the notch girl. That's on. Thank you so much, Yvette. I do think that it's wrong for them to do that to her, though.
Yes.
And I don't relate that to what you're trying to relate it to with Giselle. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I'm not talking about.
She didn't have to give away her life for that business.
Right.
Busy, cut it out.
I'm here.
Just cut it out.
But I agree with you. 100%.
Why does that house make you so mad? I don't understand.
I never said a house made me mad. You don't know what my transgressions and frustrations
are.
I
mean, you logged up and I showed the house.
Go on with your little show. Let's finish your little show.
Not my little show.
Go ahead and please finish your little show.
Y'all put some bees in the chat for Busy, because I mean, I don't know.
Y'all did better not put a damn
in the chat for Busy to come back. I was just trying to. Somebody asked to see the house. I just wanted to show it to them. So I don't know what happened.
And me neither.
Sassy Peach said, "Come on, Busy, play nice."
Sassy Peach,
and not the little show. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, go on with your little show. That's me neither. So what's next? What you want to talk about next?
Well, the people want to come up and talk about it with us, but I mean, you just checked out because of that. I will never show the house again. I didn't know that it bothered you that much.
Well, what the people? If you want to let the people,
Nola showed you some bees in the chat.
Well, Nola got my back. Nola 10 toes down.
Right down, not your girl.
That's my girl. But these people always go ahead my back. Can you put down your?
They love you too, Busy. They love you.
And this encouragement's not gonna change a thing. You gonna drop the link so we can talk? Can we talk to? Are you gonna talk to the people real quick so that we can get off of here? Because I'm very.
Why do you want to leave? We want to know why you want to leave now.
I got an early day tomorrow.
You always have an early day, but you still stay. I mean, you be on for 3 or 4 hours.
And I'm gonna go live after this.
See what I'm saying? Look, they throwing you bees. Sassy Peach, Jennifer,
you got some nerve.
Sassy Peach said, "I sent you some bees. Like, come on."
Thank you. You did. And I'm here.
You said you some more bees. Like, come on.
I'm here. I'm live and I'm queer.
We can't see you though. We can't see you.
But you can hear me. Look, you be doing videos with people who do this all the time.
I don't.
Y'all go back to the last 3 videos. Some people they have no.
Not an early day tomorrow. Yeah,
the one you do the basketball wives thing with, never have her video on.
Oh, because she never comes on. She never does it. You always lie.
So then don't say you don't do it. So then don't say you don't do it. Can you drop the link?
Why is there so much animosity? Like, I don't understand.
Oh, trust me, this is an animosity.
Oh, I know.
This is not animosity.
I was just trying to find a good word to use it real quick.
Well, that was not the one. This is not animosity.
I understand. That was the wrong word. Wrong word.
All right, so come up, please tell us where you're calling us from, and what's going on with you. Let us know. We're really excited to have you on the show. We'll take 3 phone calls.
Can you stop now?
Well, I can log off if you. That's what.
No, can you stop? Can you turn the camera back? What's going on, Nola Reed?
First of all, before we even get started, I got something to say to Busy.
What's up, Nola?
I
The
know,
problem is,
I
I really do love you, and I hate that this man gotta be in a conversation with us.
That's my
because
sister.
you
Exactly.
and I hate to do this to your brother.
I'm going to see her at the end of the month.
Hold on, let me just say this. How you cut the whole morning shift? I ain't give us no notice, and you refusing to sign my unemployment, so I can give me an unemployment check round the week.
Because the business, for one, the business is shut down because we're doing reconstruction on the office. And I told some people that some people have work from home stipends. We are doing $20 certificates and stipends for everybody every day for the whole month until we start to $20.
No stipend.
That was all we said. And y'all need to go find somewhere else to go. Y'all can find somewhere else to go. $20 stipends, and we got that from the government. So, and then we need that PPP loan back. So. We're trying to figure out what we're doing. We're building new efficiencies, and we're building new areas into. Y'all know we had to build a new child care center. Y'all got some people got kids, so we use
wrong. They ain't coming to the center.
Well, we use majority of the people. We use majority of the people money for the child care center. So now we're only giving $20 stipends.
The last thing
I'm trying to figure out what this company is y'all talk about.
It's Busy Blue and Associates.
It's not being subscribed to his channel, but if you go over there, you're gonna get fired when you walk in. So it doesn't.
I already am subscribed to his channel.
Well, you're gonna be in the mornings when me and Nola there, because me and Nola be there in the morning, and we get fired every time we even walk.
I don't fire y'all. It's there.
Yes, you have fired me at least 3 times.
Y'all remember what Drew said? There is a protocol to making sure that someone. Y'all remember what Drew said? Her husband. There's a protocol. I put people in probation. Exactly.
Security called on me twice.
I was fired 3 times.
But let me say this, because I have a couple points. Busy. Let me tell you something about Giselle.
Hey, you looking good today, Nola, by the way.
Thank you.
Really are.
You're looking a lot better.
I'm getting better. I have my physical therapy.
I hear it in you too.
I'm only putting my camera on for Nola,
but don't do too much though, because you feel better.
But let me tell you something, Busy. Let me tell you, the people of the church don't respect the harlots who comes behind the first lady. I was a member of a church here, of a pastor who married one Vashon Deal. And I'm trying to get my tithes back.
That's how you're trying to get your tithes back.
I'm trying to get my tithes back.
So you feel like people felt that way about Giselle?
Counseling from the good pastor on pictures and hanging at them people's house. Meanwhile, you was creeping with her husband. And that's why people don't respect it. It's not that she didn't come and maybe added to the church, but when you was around there, and you know that man had a wife, and you was all up in that wife's face, it makes
she fought the wife in the church.
There before, do not respect it.
Nola, but I do respect that she was trying to get closer to the Lord. And you know, if the pastor's a problem,
he ain't got
right now. I am
not by him.
Home, and I'm gonna cut on Donnie McClurkin on Sunday and play "Speak to My Heart," so the Lord can speak to my heart with the scriptures. Because I don't need a pastor to make me close to the Lord.
Well, I think Giselle.
And the closest she got, it still ain't gonna get her closer to the Lord, because that's called adultery.
Busy. I don't know how you feel about it, right? And you know, I got my people up there. Both of my best friends stay in the DMV area, and one of them
come and visit.
I am coming visit
one day.
They're in
Well, just make sure that you know when you go visit, you're not gonna get no home cooked food. You probably gonna get Chinese food when you go. But go ahead.
Chinese is my favorite, so that's fine.
Boom. See how exactly. But you'll get a home cooked meal.
Remember
why she get a home cooked meal
about Wendy and her stealing the alleged list? You know, that lady makes dresses and things like that. She actually is making a dress for my best friend who's a breast cancer survivor. Wow. And she's making her dress to make her look like, and so she was giving her the tea on Wendy. And you know, the people out there do not fool with Wendy, allegedly, because they say Wendy come from a line of scammers, and that's why Wendy husband put on fool with her. They say every man Wendy mama done passed, and she done collected the insurance money. And they say Wendy Daddy is allegedly a scammer too. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but that's what the people in her community, in her area, is saying. They don't fool with Wendy.
Well, you know, Wendy lives all the way out there by the Johns Hopkins
I
University.
know, but she was with my same friend. She was just at a thing this past weekend.
As a Howard University graduate, I can't say too much about what I know about her because you know she is a bison, but there is some truth to some of the background stuff that people are saying.
And then like my friend, she was like I said, she's a breast cancer survivor. It's the breast cancer month.
Yes.
And foundation that they were trying to do an event out there in DC for women in Wendy's, culture, right? Her community, who are not necessarily citizens, but they wanted to do something to help them get, adequate care. And do you know Wendy wanted to charge them to come and talk to the women?
She's trying to charge y'all $100 and something for 5 weeks.
She not worth
that don't
it,
smell
girl.
good.
If you don't give out some of them $5 on me candles,
man, I'm with.
Is she still selling the candles?
I don't know. Listen, I don't care.
I went to be honest, because now that I have a new home and you remember our old house, the space was easier to fill up the room with a candle. I think I need 5-wick candles. So I was like, oh, I know Wendy has one because I think that the aroma.
Karen got 7.
We're not doing all of that, but they are expensive.
Karen's candles,
huh?
Where can't you get Karen's candles?
Who's that?
Karen. You know Karen is.
I've never met
the Grand Dame. Don't act like y'all know the Grand Dame.
Never heard of her.
Ooh.
That's why your house will smell like 5, 6, 7.
Also busy.
You'll never visit.
With the Giselle and the church thing.
I can't come visit. Hold on, Prosperity Girl. Let's clear this up real quick. So I can't come visit.
Prosperity Girl, what were you saying?
I can't come visit.
What were you saying, Prosperity? I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll see.
Y'all crazy as hell. I was about to say, but the people that attended that church also said Giselle was a horrible first lady. She was conceited. She was self-centered. She thought she was better than every goddamn body, and nobody was close with her because she gave the air of, I'm the first lady. This is you know what I'm saying? This is our church, and we can do whatever. I can do whatever I want, and I ain't got to pay you. I ain't got to pay you no attention. I don't gotta pray for you if I don't want to.
And she was fighting in the parking lot.
Yeah, the wife. She fought the wife in the parking lot. The first one.
Well, we all have transgressions.
Let me say this.
That house is a transgression.
It is about turkey neck gizzard Giselle. I don't care if you like Wendy or you don't like Wendy. Where she absolutely, like, I like that heifer from the beginning, all right? Because just because you light skin with green eyes don't mean your shit don't stink. That's true. Number one. True. Number two, where she lost it for me last season was definitely the nail in the coffin. I don't care if she come back with Jesus sitting on her shoulder. It's F her for me this season, okay? When they brought Eddie out there and he was saying whatever she was saying, she demanded this apology from Wendy for her daughters. But when Eddie said about his children, she said, well, I don't have to say nothing. I don't owe your kids nothing, girl. F you and your grown ass. So I swear to God, if I was on Potomac, I'd drag her and her children just because. You can't act like your children are old so much when they know that daddy around here slinging D from the East Coast, West, South Coast, Midwest, North, South, International, and everywhere else. And act like they are old so much, but you can speak on other people, diminish their character, comfort other people's marriages, but you don't owe them people kids an apology? Girl, go 6 feet below hell, dig 30 feet more, and that's where your pits reside at. You don't do that. If I come for your children, you have every right to come for mine. Period. If I offend you by something that I say and you feel like it can affect your children because my children got to hear this, I have no problem apologizing to you.
Calm down, Nola.
I come to you and say the same for my children, and you feel like I don't owe you nothing, I'm going to read you for the dirty filth you are. That's why you sat up there looking like a goddamn fool when Candiace bought that binder. But see, they need to make me a housewife.
Monique
because Candiace got them out.
Monique bought the
Monique.
Y'all know what she meant. Let her finish saying what she said.
I just want to make sure that we are clear.
But don't be correcting my good sis. See, you on the wrong side.
Let me put up my allegedly banner.
You on the wrong side, Nola. You on the wrong side, Nola. Y'all knew what she was saying. Don't be correcting my good sis.
I was just making sure she said the right thing.
Look, busy Pisces twin. Don't be coming for me. We goddamn Pisces twins. Don't you always be coming for me.
Put up my allegedly banner.
Your mom, but we wasn't mad at Karen for saying your hot pocket on fire. Let me tell you something. You could tell me my mama all day. You better not act like I'm walking around here with a hot. You better not act like my buffet is fucked up and corroded up in here.
And that's why we went to Sing Sing.
You better not act like I got a mental problem going to Sing Sing. You better not act like I was locked up. That's way
y'all. Do y'all believe when Karen was like, "Oh, I just thought it sounded good. I didn't know what Sing Sing was."
My point is,
I think she was just reading. She got
we want to say your mom was so wrong. You know how many times when I said your mom?
No, so Deb said it's an egregious thing.
Let Nola finish what she's saying. Don't interrupt her, busy.
No, so Deb don't interrupt what she's saying. She's Nola. So Deb said that it's a very bad thing. People used to be persecuted and sent to jail. Where in Ohio, you said people were sent to jail and hung.
You get your ass. That's true.
They said when you say your mama, so
you get your ass beat. That's true.
My son got into a fight today because somebody told him his mama.
Your mama. See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why your mama just.
So are you still confused, busy? Because I mean, she's still saying the same thing that I'm saying.
No, yeah, in New York,
say my mama.
You say your mama real quick, and then that's it.
No, you say my mama. My mama not here. You gonna get knocked out real quick.
Because my mama will always say, "Well, what did they say?"
They don't know nothing about me. You know,
they don't know. My mama will always say, and we knew how to Joan in New York because you could quickly say your mama. And those people, once you really start talking about my mama, now we got issues. But if you just hit me with your mama, I can't really fight. You ain't really say nothing. You don't know my mama like that. You ain't for me.
I say that because my mama not here no more. So you better not say your mama to me. That's what I'm saying. And when I was younger, that's different.
Your mama wants to a drug problem. And sometimes you don't know what people's mamas.
But your mama's still here.
And sometimes when you say your mama, you don't get your mama all the way. You get your mom, and then you land on the ground. Period.
My mama was real quick. You see, even take the base. My mama says your mama. It's real quick. Like where we're from, it's an easy thing. It's an easy.
Well, Heavenly must be from New York too, because that's all the hell she ever says. Your mama.
Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing.
A New Yorker, you talk about moms, hands get thrown.
Ain't no hands get thrown, and I'm from New York, and people be like your mama. Now, they said,
but you like from like a place that people don't live at in New York. You don't like from the real parts of New York.
I'm from the second largest city. Don't disrespect me.
Really,
yeah, that's somewhere people don't really live at though.
Yes, it's the second largest city.
Like literally,
Miss ATL Superstar said, "I tell my daughter your mama."
I shouldn't say this because y'all might think I'm a horrible mom.
Thank you, living the moment.
Every morning, I write my kids a note. Right? Sometimes it's inspirational. Sometimes it's just funny. You know what I'm saying? On their lunch. So like one day I was like, hey.
I used to live in Flatbush. Just simply, don't do me.
I know where Heavenly's from, babe. I was just saying.
I'm like, go ahead. I'm like, go to school and do what you need to do so you don't have to be down in the valley working for Uncle Cliff where the girl get naked. Love your mom. Right? You know what I'm saying? But on that lunch, no, don't think I'm a horrible parent. You know.
But you also from New Orleans too, right?
I am from New Orleans, but my
y'all be saying fuck those children. So that ain't your mama that no different.
Kids in a minute, we will.
So if your child got suspended from school for a month because someone was like, you ugly, and they said your mama, and then they beat him up, would you be like, that's right, you better respect me, and you better beat them up because they said your mama?
No,
that's stupid.
Like this.
But this is what I'm hearing. So Deb and you all say, no, don't visit me. This is what I'm hearing.
They literally say in New Orleans, fuck those children. So
prosperity is not. Prosperity is.
Yeah, I'm not kids better not fight nobody if they say your mama. But I said you better not say your mama to me because my mama's no longer here and I don't play them games. That's why I said that. But my kids are different. them kids don't know me, ain't got nothing to do with me. So I wish you would get suspended because somebody said your mama. Yeah, that would
And
be a
Mia's
problem.
mama was on drugs, so it was big for people whose mother's been on drugs.
Oh, she said it was your low budget. Your mama's low budget.
And her mama probably feel like that at a certain point because her mom was on drugs.
I'm an
So
so big. She wear a shirt with an X on her back.
Jonin
ain't on her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Candiace was not Jonin though. She wasn't Jonin.
So for me, it's not a big deal. I don't. Deb know, but you don't know. I just got out the hospital. So when they said to my son, "Oh, that's why your mama just got out the hospital."
Oh yeah, that's an
that was
because that's someone who's understanding and they're using your life and real life experiences. If it was somebody you don't know like that saying it, I think that feels different.
Tawana Campbell said, "My mom told us to get mad when they say yo mama because it might be true." LOL.
Tawana, you need your ass
from
beat.
the age where some people call it Jones in New Orleans. We call it ribbon. I'm from the rip age, so I'm like, for me, it's not a big deal. I'm like, son, they don't know me.
The main thing is this: you have to be careful about who you say.
That's how my mom taught me.
I'm also very cutthroat. Like, his immediate response was to put them paws on him. My immediate response was, the kid who told you that is adopted. You should have said something like, well, at least my mama can come out the hospital and be with me because your mom didn't want you. Like, I would have.
That's how my mom taught me. Like, oh, they just said your mama. You mad because they said your mama? They don't know me. What you should have said is their bald-headed, crackheaded mama out there on the. That's how my mom taught me to get back at my adversary. She will always say, if somebody says your mama, you don't need to be fighting them and getting mad at them because they don't know me. What you need to do is talk about them again.
I'm not saying talk about nobody's mama, but what I'm saying is at the rate in which they were persecuting Candiace for the yo mama, when this lady literally said your hot pocket was oozing, itching, and wheezing.
Now, no,
wheezing.
Hold on. Wait. We're not gonna just bring.
Come on, Weezer. Come on, Weezer.
Yes, wheezing.
Come on, Weezer. Come on, hot pocket Weezer.
Coochie got asthma though. The coochie need a breathing treatment. I have never in my life.
I need us to be all on one accord when it comes down to this. I get what y'all saying, but some people was not raised that way. When you say your mama, that gets you popped in the damn mouth. And that's just how things go, period.
Yeah,
I understand what y'all are saying.
Y'all very sensitive in Ohio.
Hold on, because I let y'all talk. Let me talk. I understand what y'all saying because, like I said, my friends are from my best friend is from, you met him, from New Orleans. They say fuck those children. So I understand if he said your mama, I would be offended because they say fuck those children. But as certain people, you cannot say your mama because it's offensive.
You think if Candiace said fuck those children,
then happened,
they would be mad?
It was offensive because her mama had a damn drug problem. So
do you think that if Candiace said fuck those children, the world would be mad?
It would be a whole mess.
And do you think you'll be on Candiace's side, or you'd be like, oh, I can't believe
I would understand it because, well, I don't. She's not from New Orleans, but I would, if she has friends from New Orleans, I would understand it because I'm like, literally, I think it's funny when people say fuck those children.
You a damn lie because you don't know her background, and she could have been from a background that said
from New Orleans. We know that.
She said, well, where she's from, she said we just say your mama.
Atlanta.
Yeah, and they say we just say your mama. We don't say
fuck those children in Atlanta.
No, what I'm saying is, no, she didn't say F those children, but she say your mama.
Your turn, your cats, your dogs, your frogs, and everything else. Fuck your whole family.
So how can you understand her, SoDeb, if you're like, well, she's from Candiace? Yeah, if you're saying, well, if she was from New Orleans, I could understand her saying F those kids because that's what they say. But then she also said at the reunion where I'm from, we just say your mama, and it's not bad. But you still didn't understand it.
I never ever heard fuck those children until I went to New Orleans. I never heard nobody ever say that until I went to New Orleans. So I was prepared for people to say that.
So, but then she gave you the background.
Let me finish answering the question. Growing up, I did hear your mama and you got your ass beat. So I understand that as well.
But she also said where you're from, where she's from, it's not a bad thing.
But I never heard it until she said it.
Yeah, but then you still thought, well, you didn't say to yourself, well,
I still feel like it's offensive. I still like it's offensive.
Exactly. So then you will persecute her.
Can I say
Well, I
this?
did because I feel like it was offensive.
So then, if she said "fuck those kids," I would expect you to have the same energy.
I never heard that growing up, so I wasn't. That was prepared to hear. When I heard it growing up, it was you got your ass beat.
And if she was from New Orleans,
I was an adult.
If she was from New Orleans,
talking and listening, so you can
you
understand.
don't tell me what to do
because you just keep on talking. You don't listen. This is our problem that we have.
Go ahead.
You talk, you don't listen, and then we don't never get nowhere.
Go ahead.
Growing up, I did hear your mama. You got beat up. I've never heard "fuck those children" ever in my life since I was an adult. So when I heard it, I was like, "That's fucked up." But my friend and his mother was like, "Oh no, we just said it like it's something that we just say." Yeah. I never heard it growing up, so I never seen anybody get beat up from saying that because nobody ever said it. Now, as somebody said it now, I'm like, "Oh, it's just something that people from New Orleans say." Maybe they're from New Orleans, they have friends from New Orleans, whatever. Your mama is different because growing up, I heard that people got beat up. So I understand people getting upset about the words your mama. Because in my life, I've seen you get beat up from your mama. That's why I understand your mama and not fuck those children.
So what you're saying, what I'm hearing you say is because of your personal experience, you can say, well, I think that people shouldn't get beat up for fuck those kids because I've heard of people saying it to other people before.
As an
adult, whatever age. But when someone says
your eyes,
no, because you sound ignorant.
No,
well, thank you. Mm-hmm. As an adult, and I've told you several times, I just say your mama, and nobody fights over it. But you still can't see how then Candiace can say, well, I've never heard of anybody fighting over your mama. But you could understand the cultural difference of somebody saying fuck those kids or children, but not your mama.
Busy. Do you say that to me?
You sound.
Do you say it to me? Do you say it to me, Busy?
Yes.
Okay. And do I fight you over it?
No.
I don't, because I understand it now. But at the time when it first came out, I was like, oh, I understand why it's offensive.
Yeah, but I knew you before that episode.
I'll let you talk. Let me talk. I get it now, but when I first heard it, it was offensive. I was like, oh, I understand why it was offensive.
Your mama.
Now that I've heard it from you, you've explained to me, like you say to me all the time, I think you're doing it on purpose. But you say it all the time. And I'm like, okay, I get it now, but don't sit there and try to bring me down because of what I've heard, and I understand as an adult versus as a kid. Now, when you say to me, like, I do laugh at it because it's funny now, but you've also explained it to me versus me hearing fuck those children as an adult. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But then when my friend explained it to me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because even when his mom said, I was like, her grandkids, I was like, that's fucked up. But it was like, oh no, it's just the same that we said in New Orleans. So it's an understanding. One, I was a child hearing your mama. I was an adult hearing fuck those children. So it's two different things.
I will say this. As we grow, hopefully you grow when you get older, because some people still be at the mindset of a child.
So Deb doesn't grow, but go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
First of all, hold on, no, wait, now, because what we're not going to do is that. And that's why he turned that damn camera off. Because I just literally explained me learning and growing from hearing different type of things. I did not ever hear that as a thing that was like a funny thing growing up. I'd never even heard fuck those children as a kid, so I would have never even thought a person would say that, but I also learned it as an adult. I was able to take it back. So this mother
Nola was speaking. She let you speak. She let you speak.
And I asked her to give me a second to talk, so you stop talking.
I don't like the fact that you're disrespecting Nola like that.
Both of us now.
Nola was trying to talk.
You interrupt both of us now.
Can Nola talk, please?
You interrupt both of us now.
Nola, what were you saying?
Me and Nola talk.
Nola, you want to?
Go ahead, Nola. Stop interrupting her, bitch, because she's trying to talk.
Go ahead, Nola.
What I was gonna say is that hopefully as we get older and we grow, we learn different things in different cultures, right? And you learn, especially if you move outside of where you're from,
right?
You learn that people don't speak like you. It's a lot of times with me living in Houston, people get offended by the way that I speak because they don't understand what I'm saying. And I'm only saying it the way that I know how to say it. Like, case in point, me and my baby daddy, when we first moved in together, right? Me and my children's father, he come home, he like, I want some juice. I said, they got some juice in the refrigerator. He like, who got some juice? He like, who got some juice in the refrigerator? And I'm looking at him like this. I said, what? He said, you said they got some juice in the refrigerator. I said, yeah, you
Who the
wanted
fuck
some juice
got
in the
juice?
refrigerator. I'm telling you, they got some juice in the refrigerator. He like, but who got some juice in the refrigerator? And I'm looking at him, he looking at me. And he like, you playing on my intelligence. And I'm like, you throw it the hell up. What the fuck is wrong with you? You want, I'm like, it's some, finally, I'm like, it's some juice in the refrigerator. He didn't understand what I was saying until he went home with me for the first time. And my auntie was like, listen, the bottle's right here, and they got this in the refrigerator. That he realized it's no they, as in them people. That's just what we say. You know what I'm saying? So wherever you go, and even it's a difference even in between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. That's why people from New Orleans get so offended when you make us equal to anybody else in Louisiana. We are not the same. We don't sound like them people. We don't eat like them people. It ain't nothing. So what's offensive to me may not be offensive to you. Offensive to you if you from up north and I'm down south. It's a lot of stuff that's different for y'all up there than it is down here. So I think, yeah, we get offended and stuff, but you also should take the time when you go somewhere else, you move yourself to somewhere else. You also kind of need to learn what's socially acceptable. Because with me, if I was to ever move up north, I would learn what's socially acceptable. But if you get on my bad side, all my down south traits gonna come out, and I'm with that. Whatever you want to do behind it, we can have a verbal sparring to your debt, not to my debt, to your debt. Because I'm definitely gonna kill you with these words. But you know what I'm saying? But I feel like socially, as adults, I found out a lot of stuff that I grew up with, like your uncle telling you ain't a woman if you don't drink that drink at 14. They don't do that other places. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that other places. But for me,
don't do that. No, I ain't never heard that one.
What's going on, Escrow Marty?
You from New Orleans. You become the family bartender about 10 because everybody else drunk, and your uncle gonna say, you go fix me a Crown and Coke, or go put me some Crown in a cup with a little bit of ice or no ice, and you just start taking sips because I'm not gonna discuss my life. Don't judge me. And if y'all
That is something different.
Miss ATL and Superstar Stan said, let me tell you, I had a friend from Alabama and I needed a thesaurus. I was offended when I first moved to Baltimore. Now I understand. And that's the thing. I think that it's just cultural differences when it comes down to like sayings, because we all didn't grow up around that stuff. So people are probably offended by something that people do say. But the reality is that we just don't understand the differences. I think with Black people, like we do have, depending on where you live from, there are different cultural differences that we just don't understand. And that's why, even when we did Potomac last year, your mama did become funny to me because Busy says it to me all the time. So I'm like, at first I got offended, like, bitch, what the fuck you mean? But now I'm just like, it's just something that he does say. And like, even when I go home, I do say fuck those children to my nephews and stuff, to my sister. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? But I'm like, this is what people from New Orleans say. I lived there for 6 months. So and my best friend was from there. So I do say it. I say it like all the time because I think it's funny as fuck to say. But it's just learning the differences from stuff because you don't know.
Let me just give some context, because I saw somebody in the comments say, "F them churn is worse," and it does.
I saw that too.
It does sound horrible without context. We don't just walk around talking about F the churn.
Are you sure?
We don't just walk around.
I know my friends in Charlotte and Raleigh, they say fuck the kids. Fuck those kids. Like when I'm like, let's do something, they say fuck those kids.
But I will say in New Orleans, like say, I done kept your kids. And you not answering your phone, and I'm calling you to come get your kids because you were supposed to be here 2 hours ago. Then we'll do something like, I'm about to drop your kids off to your house, and I don't give a damn if they sitting outside. F these kids. These ain't my kids. I mean, we're not gonna literally leave the kids outside, but we'll send you that in the message so you know we serious.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's different because how my family.
It's not literally like, even when we say F them kids, it's a situation where you coming to us with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Bertha, the response is F them kids. Like you like
That's I
morning.
think we do it the same way, but it's not as so. The F the
we
kids
just talk
are really. It's right before we do something. So if I'm calling my friend, I'm like, look, I want to go out, da 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 da. And she's like, oh man, the daddy not coming this weekend. I'm like, girl, fuck your kids, girl. Like let them stay home. That we normally use it as the prerequisite. Like we don't. It's never after. It's always before. Like it's. I want to do something with you. Let's have a trip, girl. I gotta find somebody to have something with my kids. Girl, fuck those kids. For those kids, girl, and we'll do it.
For case you be like, girl, what you doing, girl? I gotta go outside. What you got going on this weekend, girl? You know we about to go under the bridge where the bands be playing Don Mardi Gras.
Yes.
And somebody be like, girl, you know I'm gonna have my kids. You be like, girl, F them
fuck
kids.
Those kids, girl.
Up there, we about
I
to
say that work too with my teachers in my
get some
school.
bread and meat, make sandwiches, and get some chips.
Yeah, that's how we use it. That's how we use it.
Kids, we about to have fun. Like it's not literally.
Yeah.
F them kids. You know? It's not literally F them
With
kids.
my family and friends in North Carolina, that's how they say it a lot.
Like, man, we ain't worried about the kids. We gonna make it do what it do. Or if you try,
we'll find a way to work around it. Like we'll find a way.
Trying to hit me.
I'm glad that you're able to educate you about your mama and fuck those children tonight.
I don't got no babysitter.
This is an educational moment.
I need you to do this, and you like, girl, F them kids. Them ain't my kids. I ain't about to babysit. Type thing.
Give them a bologna sandwich and put on the TV, girl. Come on, let's go to the club.
I just want to give a little education because I don't want people to feel like we really like.
No, I think that SoDeb has learned a lot, and because knowing, and I know he didn't finish 10th grade, so not
a teacher that didn't finish 10th grade. How did that possible?
What was he saying? Because I didn't hear. What was you saying?
You ain't finished the 10th grade. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, and that's
going in and out. I don't understand.
And that's nothing to be ashamed of. So I'm glad you're here, Nola, to really help and educate him.
So busy. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you saying that Deb is like Sheba? I know you fucking lying and ain't finished school.
Very much so. Very much so. Spring, summer, fall. Never met it. Never seen it.
I know Giselle about to be like she not by Sheree when she started this damn restaurant that's gonna fail with her crazy ass.
When did Esco Marty started showing his body like this?
I don't know. This is the first time I've seen it too.
Child, I'm trying to figure out, is that the real body and who he's showing it for? Me and Thick or y'all?
It's a lot going on over here.
Is your mama fuck?
I'm looking at it. It's nice. Come
on
over to Nola Reed.
Is that Ellery?
Come on, Nola.
He's a Porsha stan.
Oh, PPP?
That's all right. I mean, it'll be good to look at while I'm mad at you.
Let's drop the link for him as well, so we can come and talk about this.
Oh, well, I have to go. I have to go. You know, I have an early.
Before you go, I just want to say this. You know, your mama and fuck those children at your house too, because don't sit here and talk about me talking about how no damn education and things like that.
You did say I shouldn't tell everybody.
Do that. And you know what else? You know
I
what?
apologize. I should not have let the world know that.
Yeah, because you are wearing a damn Lilo and Stitch hat. You always wear that in Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, it's from my partner.
That's all I was trying to say.
First of all, I want my sweater back. Have you so many home?
Are you muting him?
No, he's just going in and out. Fuck his internet.
Prosperity was good.
I've never heard that one.
It was good to be in community with you, Prosperity. Nola, you know I love you down to pieces.
You know I love you. I just want to know when I'm gonna get my job back. When is the reconstruction?
So we're looking at the 10th because that's when I think me and SoDeb we're gonna start up the videos on my channel first for the premiere.
We never talked about that, but go ahead. I mean, we can.
Well, if we're doing this one now on yours, and I've been on this thing for 50 hours.
Well, I had to beg you to do it.
You had
to beg 50 hours.
You had to beg me. I could show the text messages.
Show them.
Show me the money.
Because I said, what time are you get off? You said around 4. Why? I said, I want to go live.
He said, what time are you get off?
Talk about Candiace, Giselle,
good night, y'all. He did say, what time are you? He said, what time are you get off?
I had to text Busy back at 2:51 and said, I guess not, because he never responded.
Because I
And
was
then he
on.
say, I'm going to try just leaving my last meeting. I said, what time are you free? IDK yet.
I
So
don't
that
know.
was at 2:51. At 6:25.
I had a big meeting with Congress.
This man goes back and say, did you send the link?
I had a big meeting on Capitol Hill today.
All
and
you
I
had to
kept
do was
telling him,
have a big meeting. I need to know.
Oh, you was in my father that said.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop arguing because they be giving ICD college.
What's ICD college?
ICDC, you know.
Well, Romeo.
I don't care about what time you want to do shit.
Good night, y'all. Escromarty, make sure you just log in and be shirtless. I'll see y'all later.
Nighty night, Pikey twin.
See you later.
Y'all
are a mess.
Get connected for free with Educated Connection.
I haven't heard that commercial in a long time.
Busy.
Busy, it's impotent.
Right. Not the Capitol Hill flags, right.
Right.
So y'all get prepared for me and Busy's reviews of Potomac because it's gonna be a lot like this.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing but fight, but it be hilarious.
It's fun.
Don't put nothing on your calendar for Sunday night or whenever they do it.
Sassy P said this was better than Wildin' Out.
Yeah. They riffed each other, they joned each other, and they played the dozen.
That was the lesson learned tonight. F your mama, them churn and the internet.
Right. Well, I learned the mama part because the last season was Busy, but then I learned the F those children a long time ago before that because my best friend is from New Orleans. So I think Busy learned F those children tonight. I think I learned a lot of those stuff. Yes, Escrow Marty, Team Ashley.
Listen, I'm ready to see what Ashley gonna bring now that she done divorced that old man who was giving her
she friends with Candiace now.
Listen, I feel like her and Candiace about to take it over. I was
about to say that's what I want to see them two.
I feel like it's gonna be Ashley, Candiace, and by proxy on the slip,
Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, me and Busy, we have Potomac is my favorite time of the year when it comes to me and Busy. We did Candy in the game, but Potomac is my favorite time of the year when it comes to me and Busy because we get personal about it, and I love that. It's fun. Busy goes off sometimes angry. I just go home and I go. The Virgo in me don't really give a damn.
You are the yin to his yang.
Yes, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all go together like peanut butter and jelly.
It does start this week. So he said we're gonna be on his channel first, so we'll be on his channel. If y'all have not already subscribed to Busy channel, matter of fact, let me get his link. Is Shy South still here?
Let me tell y'all, when y'all get on Busy channel, watch your comments, okay? Because his channel is Busy Blue, and you be a Busy Blue and associate, especially when he go in the morning. And if you say good morning too hard, baby, you're fired. Security get called on me. I done been fired once, and I done had security called on me twice. But that's all right. You get your job back. But just when he take hiatus, you're not gonna get no unemployment.
I don't like that job already.
You're not gonna get no unemployment when it's a holiday. There's no holiday.
Oh, thank you, the candy shop.
There's no holiday pay, and when he give you a raise, it's not gonna go in effect for at least 2 years.
What? That ain't a raise.
Well, I mean,
that's a dream. That's not a raise. That's a dream.
It's the worst place to actually work at, but
I mean, listen, that's just when you're a Busy Blue and associate,
I'll go over there and watch, but I don't want to be in the I don't want a job because
you will be because you're
on and off. I need stability.
Hold on real quick. The candy shop, put your link in there too because we do our show on Wednesdays, champagne and things. So make sure you follow Busy Blue, and I need to add you to my thing too because this is on my channel. But make sure y'all follow the candy shop and Busy because we do stuff weekly. Me and Busy are actually talking. Well, I'll talk about that later. But make sure y'all follow Busy Blue channel, follow the candy shop as well because those are my consistent shows that I do as well.
It's like candy. I can feel
So
you.
they've been showing out this week. My baby been having a video after video after video. I done got my intro dance on all damn week long because he's fly. Hey,
Oh,
that's my
since
song.
you said that, sis, because I know we got new people here, let's go ahead and play the video real quick. Make sure y'all like the channel if y'all haven't already, and share the video. I'm gonna play the video.
And make sure you pop it like a star.
Than you ever would be. In mine, you think you was better than me. Stop it. You ain't better than me. I got a lot of macaroni cause I cheddar and cheese. See me in my fitted. You said that man, he just shit it. Cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I did it. I be multiplying numbers, so you not in my division. Call me Rudolph. You be dashing like. See me in my fitted. You said that man, he just shit it. Cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I do it. See me in my fitted, you said that man, he just shit it. Cause I show you how I do it, but don't show you how I did it. I be multiplying numbers, so you not in my division. Call me Rudolph, you be dashing like blue. Thinking of getting done, but you never catch me slipping. Hella Grey Goose is what you catch me sipping. You don't get girls, cause they know you tripping. Acting like you making money, but you bullshitting. My style so clean, don't none of it be script. Got hella just stiff, but don't none of them be stiff. And I got a grill, so my drink just chill. Mr. Yes, I'm so fly in the field.
I'm fly, yes, I'm hot, yes.
Everybody wanna get with this guy, yeah.
Tonight, I just
might.
cleaner than yours, so don't
That's
buy.
right.
I'm so he. Oh, and good news, y'all. So I just submitted that song to all the streaming services. So on the 16th, you guys will be able to pre-order it, and then on the 22nd, it'll be on all the streaming services.
Who is that Robyn in it?
His name is LB. His name is Lamar. He made that for me when I first started doing radio back in 2008, and I've used this like throughout the years. My entire
and that joint still bought.
Yeah. So you guys will be able to have that, listen to it when you at home or whatever. Once on the 16th, you can pre-order it. On the 22nd, it'll be on all the streaming services. It'll be on Tidal, Apple, whatever the Androids have. Anything is Spotify, Pandora, everything. So
Dad, my kids better prepare to be sick of me. They better be prepared to be sick of me because I'm gonna be playing it all the goddamn time.
Yes, I was like, because today I was like, and shout out to Chi-Town. Hold on, shout out to Chi-Town and Jerry Girl. She has really been on my ass. She's been helping with all my content, and so she's making me think of lots of things to do. And so that was one of the things I did today. I was like, I paid like $40 today to make sure it's on all the streaming services so people can listen to it. Because everybody's like, I love the theme song. And so I was like, well, let people listen to it. Shit, I don't care. So, yeah.
It's definitely better than mine.
Best intro on YouTube. Yes. Shout out to Chi-Town Nigeria. That's my homie. She pushes me every day to do so. That's why y'all be getting so much content.
No, not my cut by Thick Girl song that you made me.
Who, me?
Yeah, it's definitely better than that. Definitely better than that. Definitely better than my intro. I will say that. Mine is.
It's like 3 verses on there, so I try to use it on all my stuff. So like if y'all saw the thing I did today with celebrating the people.
Yep, I hear a different verse every time.
Yeah, and on the members, I do it with my outro. And then I added a new verse to like the minute one for people to like the video. So I try to add it all the time for stuff because I'm like, I always play that first verse and I play the rest of the song. So now you guys be able to listen to it on the streaming services.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And I love the Candy Shops intro. That's my favorite one. It's like, this is my story time, the Candy Shop.
Baby, let me tell you something. See, the next time the candy shop on when that music, I'm gonna have my phone and my ring light so I could be.
Welcome to my channel, the Candy Shop. That is my favorite one. I be getting my life when hers come on. But y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here? We've been on for almost 3 hours. Well, 2 hours and a half.
I'm gonna be honest. I got nothing.
We got like 7 more. We can give it 7 more minutes.
I got nothing. I've been really taking my sabbatical to make sure I get myself back together. So I got nothing.
Well, let me ask you this because I know me and Busy talked about this at the beginning. How do y'all feel about the new season coming up? Like, are you excited about it? Like, how do y'all
Wait.
feel?
I'm excited. I'm
And it's
excited.
75 minutes for the
Always.
first episode. I cannot wait. 75
Oh,
minutes.
wait, it's 75 minutes for the first episode?
75 minutes,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Lord, I'm being front.
Did y'all hear Carlos King interview with Candiace?
I heard some of it.
I it's hard for me to stomach Carlos King.
Oh, I understand that. I get it. But I'm gonna tell you this, it was good to listen to because Candiace, she drops a lot of stuff about the Ultimate Girls Trip and the show. I think I'm more excited about the Ultimate Girls Trip than I am Potomac though, because the way she talks about it, like it's gonna be a mess. And I want to see it.
Show.
Huh?
Well, see,
I said it's gonna be a shit show the way she explained it.
The way she explained it, like, y'all, we got, like, if y'all don't already have Peacock, make sure you download it. And
I got it.
Subscription, find a friend who can give you the password.
If somebody want to share their username or password,
you can use mine. You can use mine, sis. I got it. I got it free.
I'm about to say because I cannot get another description and not subscription. Now another description. I got ESPN, Hulu, Disney, Netflix.
As for Marty, I'm watching for Porsha too.
Not I said the big bad wolf.
I cannot wait to see Porsha because the way Candiace talked about the fact that they're going to get into it, because they asked her, Carlos asked her, he was like, "Who do you get into it with the most?" And she said Giselle. And she said the second person was Porsha. So I can't wait to watch it.
And then when she did a live on her, when she was at home, she said that somebody lied and said that they fought or forced to put her hands on her or something, and she was like, no, because it would be a different outcome. I wouldn't be sitting here like this right now.
Well, so let me real quick because I want to do this. So me and Shai Time are talking about we're going to try something. We're going to watch live on TikTok. So if you guys haven't already subscribed to my TikTok, my name is the same. So SoDebNair, SoDebNair with no O. We're going to try to watch it live on TikTok, and then we're going to do the reviews of me and Busy on YouTube. What's going on, Chef Don Don? But
hey, babe.
House of Princess said, but Peacock is free. No, it is free, but to watch all the episodes, it's not free. Oh, with Xfinity? Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I'm about to say I got to watch all of them.
Yeah, Cheryl said, "Why my son and his friends looking at me twerking on the wall?"
I told you, Cheryl, it makes you twerk.
Shake that thing, girl.
It makes you look back at it. I'm trying to tell you.
So if you have Xfinity, it's free. So
I don't have Xfinity no more.
I got you.
They
I have my.
They moved them from out my area.
I can send you mine if Prosperity don't send you. I can send you mine.
Yeah, I about to say they moved from out of my area. I was forced to get DirecTV, and I hate that. I hate it because when it rains,
that satellite,
port, whatever, you don't get nothing. I hate that.
I don't mind paying for Peacock because I don't pay for any of the other streaming services. My family, we have a whole ring where I think I pay for Peacock, Discovery, and Paramount Plus, and then they pay for all the other ones.
Yeah, see, I don't have a ring, so I don't have a circle, so I'm paying.
She got a password for you too, Nola.
You know what I'm saying? I think I got everything but BET Plus, Paramount.
Oh, and I pay for BET Plus too.
I think I got everything.
I'll send you that one now.
Yeah, I need to watch season 3 of Family Business.
Okay, I'll send it to
you. Things.
I was watching that the one, what is it, the
you
Carl
got me
Weber?
watching Once Upon a Time again now I'm on season 2.
Child, let me tell you something. I want somebody to say they want to review that with me because I'm telling you, I will review the shit out of that.
I will review it with you. I'm now.
Let's talk about it offline. Let's get it together because I'm telling you right now. So let me tell y'all why I love that show. It is the ultimate love story to me. I love love. And the way these people fall for love is, I just love watching that show. I'm literally like season 3 right now. Season 1 irritated the shit out of me because I'm like, well, can the bitch Believe, please.
Didn't you say it's 8
Oh,
seasons?
you talking about Regina?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking
listen,
about
every
Emma.
time I see Regina, I want that.
No, I'm talking about Emma. I'm like, can the bitch please believe about what the fuck the boy is telling her because the shit is real.
Oh, Emma.
And she won't believe a motherfucking thing. The bitch, the little boy that came and found her, a little boy that came and found out of the blue. She's seeing the evidence of the shit. At what point do you like tap in? The man is telling you that his legs is made of wood. You can't see it. They done showed you so many things. And why the fuck Escrow Marty said, I live for Regina, but I love me some Emma. And when Emma became the dark one, I was like, oh, my bitch about to tear this shit down. I love Emma being the dark one.
Well, I never made that far. Emma became the dark one?
Emma became the dark one. And let me tell you, she was a bad bitch when she was the dark one. Okay?
Didn't you say you got 8 seasons for this show?
It's 7 seasons. Well, they have this 7 seasons of the original. Then Disney Plus made an 8th one.
Let me tell you, it's so good.
Snow was a bad mother. She was a bad mother. Period.
Snow worked on my nerves. She was just too. I can't stand just so.
She was a bad mother.
Prim and perfect. Like it's just, ugh. You know, but you know who I love the most? I love Rumple.
You know who I love the most out of the men was Hook.
I love Rumple.
Rumple got on my fucking nerves because he could never do shit right, and I was sick of it.
Dearie, I love when he said, dearie.
I need to cut my cable. I pay for so cut that.
Yeah, I've been cut my cable. I've been cut mine.
I love Rumple.
Do YouTube's plan because you can still get the cable.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rumple, and even though Regina worked on my nerves, I loved her too. I hated when she turned good because it was like she got too soft for me.
Yeah,
like
I love the season when she was fighting the evil side.
Regina.
I love the season when she was fighting the evil side of her.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I did. And let me tell you. So I'm going back and rewatch.
Justice for Emma, baby daddy. What's his name? Bellfire. Justice for Bellfire.
Let me tell you, I got up into when I was first watching it, not the rewatch, because I'm on the rewatch now. I got up into the season, whatever season it was, where Rumple was able to make it through out the city, and then he
found Bellfire.
When he went to the aquarium, and that's when they had the Little Mermaid and all them was working at the aquarium, and then he found Bellfire, and we found out that Bellfire was him a baby daddy.
Yeah.
And that the boy was really
that's what season I'm on right now.
So that's the last season I made. That's as far as I got.
See, I'm happy for y'all. Like it's good because like y'all get to watch new shit. I've watched this series like at least 5 times. My ex-husband used to hate it because I would watch it faithfully. Like I would hate when it didn't come on. But after that season, it even got good. My favorite season was the season of Frozen. When the girls came from Frozen, it was my favorite season. I actually started watching that season. I had to go back and catch up.
So that's as far as I got on the originals. So now, like you just keep talking about I gotta go because I watched Once Upon a Time, made me want to go back and watch it. But I didn't remember exactly what season that was, and I wasn't about to search through it because I'm like, let me go back.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
They have all the seasons on Disney Plus.
I'm watching it on Disney Plus.
You gotta finish it off because you got new shit.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm letting you know. I done binge watch because what it was, whatever the last time you was live and you was talking about, I gotta go watch
yesterday.
That was yesterday.
That was
yesterday.
Yes, Marty. The Peter Pan story was that was so creepy for me.
Yeah, that was yesterday. So I done made it all the way. I done been watched from yesterday all the way up until today. I done made it to season 2. She done broke the spell. Now I'm on the part where they are stuck in Neverland. Not Neverland, but the fairy tale land, and Regina Mama trying to find a way with Captain Hook to get to Storybrooke. So that's where I'm at right now. Like that's how far.
Oh no, she made it back.
No, but I'm telling you where I'm at right now. Like now.
So you didn't finish that season yet?
No, not on the rewatch. I finished it.
Girl, let me tell you something right now. You're gonna be upset at the end of that season.
I don't think already. I'm telling you. That's why I'm at on my.
So you know what happened to her?
Who, Regina Mama?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what happened to her. That's why I'm going back and rewatch. But I can't stand her anyway.
You ain't watching because I'm telling you, that's something you will never forget. The way that they set her ass up was a classic. And you love Rumple. Rumple's the one who did the shit.
I love Rumple. I love Rumple.
Rumple's ass.
Let me ask you this, and I know
this is a spoiler alert. If you ain't watched it yet, I'm gonna just tell you. Rumple set her ass up so good because he was dying. And he tricked Snow into tricking Regina into putting the heart back into his mother to kill her. That's why you gotta watch the show is fucking amazing.
Is Rumple and Belle going?
Rumple went and found his son because while Regina and her mother was causing havoc in Storybrooke, Rumple ended up dying because Regina's mother sent him to New York and put poison in his heart. He had to hurry to get back to Storybrooke. He tricked Snow into getting a candle to kill her because Snow found out that Regina's mother killed her mother. So she was pissed off. So she didn't want to kill her. So she tricked Regina into tricking Regina to killing her own damn mother. Let me see. The show was well put together.
You can tell you love this show because you have never lit up like this besides when we talk about Brandy and basketball.
I'm telling you.
And you even brighter than that.
The show is
it's amazing. The writers was like top tier with the shit.
It's good. Listen, when I tell you I've been like binging it because I'm trying to go through and watch it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
If people that's watching this channel, if y'all have never watched it on Disney Plus, they have season 1 through 7, and then season 8. I still can't watch it because it doesn't give me what season 1 through 7 gave me. The show is amazing. I'm so mad that the ABC got rid of the show, but they got rid of it because all the actors quit.
If it's not the same people, I don't want to even. It's not gonna be the same.
So they brought Henry back for season 8. And Henry is like a prince. I think he's like Cinderella's husband or something like that. And I really want to watch it just because I want to get the storyline, because I think the last season 7, they set it up for season 8. Season 7 was the worst one to me. But seasons 1 through 6, and they have like 21 episodes per season. So you can't even get tired of the shit. They bring in
How long got it? How long got the episode?
An hour. Like you got time to watch the shit. Like it's something you have to get invested. ABC it wasn't ABC's fault, to be honest. It was the actors quit. Except Grey's Anatomy. No, it wasn't ABC's fault with that. It was the act because they all quit. I think Emma quit first, and then everybody else started quitting. But Nola, like real talk, because I told them yesterday I want to do a girlfriend's chat.
I'm on that. I already called for that because I can't wait.
Yes. And I know because me and Busy were supposed to be doing it. I know the Busy wants to do it too. So I'm going to work on that because I definitely want to do a girlfriend's chat. But once upon a time, we could do that. But we could really do Once Upon a Time. That's my favorite show.
You see that? You see what my TV? I got it playing in the background. I just can't hear it. I don't want you to get no copyright strike or nothing on the thing. But it's that's why I say if you see me you see me looking off, that's what I'm looking at. Because like I said, I saw these seasons already. So I'm just refreshing myself.
What's time skip Esquire Marty? Because they time skipped through the entire thing. Cheryl said I had BET Plus because of Godbrother was on Sisters and cut it off when he wasn't on anymore. So let me tell you why you should get BET Plus back again, because they have Zatima. Zatima is that. I'm telling you right now, Zatima is good. Matter of fact, did the new episodes come out today? Zatima is good. It's a spinoff of Sisters. But also Miss Pat is on there. Support the Miss Pat show. And I would love to review Miss Pat, but because Tammy Roman is on there, but Miss Pat deserves the support. Miss Pat has worked really hard to have that show, and I don't see anybody talking about it on YouTube at all. I would love to review the Miss Pat show because
I would review it, but child, my pockets can't afford to pay for none
well,
of the
I was send you my login so you can watch it so we can review it. And also, y'all, let's talk about our national television shows. Support Abbott Elementary and support The Neighborhood with Cedric Entertainer and what's her name? God, it's in my mind. Tashina Arnold. If y'all ain't watching
That's on CBS, right?
yes.
Yeah, I used to watch it.
Wasn't there a season when Henry was an adult? Yeah, that was the last one. And then if you go on the BT Plus, he's really an adult.
Well, so Deb, I love y'all. I gotta go my live. I'm supposed to be starting my live right now on domestic violence.
Yeah, I'm about to get off too. I just want to make sure y'all find these shows and watch them because these are Black shows that are on national television and on BT Plus. Abbott Elementary, The Neighborhood. Go to BT Plus and watch Zatima and watch the Miss Pat show.
Have you heard about Ashanti's sister? Have you seen that?
I have seen that. Chi-Town, yes. Shout out to Chi-Town because she sent me that as well. Yes.
That's what I'm about to go talk about. I made a video for it.
And on everything, I literally took this week to rest. So when I come back, I gotta like catch up on so much stuff.
I'm so happy. Like you look good, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to how
she listening.
You look good.
She listening now. She taking it easy.
Oh yes, and that's too. All the Queen's Men too on BT Plus 2. Watch that.
That makes a big difference.
Listen, let me say your stroke.
And I'm about to see her in 2 weeks too. So.
Oh, you should see the house we looking at. It got the pool in the backyard.
It's going down. Like we doing all. We got to do the Cuff It challenge on TikTok while we there.
Wait, listen. I was telling Barb because we were looking at the house, right? Because I'm like, Barb and her husband don't stay in LA. You know, Cutie and them don't stay in LA, but her party's gonna be in LA. So we'll be in LA that Friday. That Thursday we going to Cutie house because that's her actual birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Candiace said she coming.
Okay, come on. So we talking about getting a house. So I saw a house with a pool, right?
Okay. We don't have a pool.
And I'm like, we should do like what the TikTok creators did where you finish the lyrics.
Yes. Oh my God, that would be so fun.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
In the pool, yes.
Yes, let's do it. Y'all, like one thing y'all don't understand is like I love me some Nola Reeds. That's my sister. Her mother is my mother. Like that's my girl, y'all. So like when we about to hook up in 2 weeks. Y'all about to get so much freaking content on my vlog channel. So if y'all haven't already subscribed to that damn channel, you'll subscribe to it and to my TikTok because we doing all the things.
Yes. So I'm thinking, I was like, we can do the pool thing and then a house with the pool.
Your wrist said a pool. Hell, I'm coming too.
It has a nice backyard with the lounger. So I'm like, we can set up all of our Ring cameras and stuff because I have mine. I could break it down and travel. And we can do like something because me and Barb already stream together on my StreamYard. Like it's already set up where it can stream to both our channels. And we can all kind of do something because we're going to all be there together.
As you said, Nola Reed's tired of being bullied by me too.
between a suit, Chi-Town, my kids, and Thick Girl, and ranting,
and
everybody been making sure I don't do nothing. Like
we be like, log off, girl. It's time to log off.
Yeah, because we're not playing with your ass. We got you. My virtual nieces and nephews gonna have a damn mother. And I'm just talking about YouTube, but they don't have a mother.
One thing is, it's like
but you're not as hard. Cause that's the first thing Mama was like, I don't know if you should go to California. I'm like, Deb going. She was like, oh well, Deb going. I'm okay.
But what people don't understand is that I've been sick for the last 3 weeks, and I'm gonna talk about it once everything is done. Because that's like, if y'all notice, like I haven't been showing my face on live a lot. I'm gonna talk about it after everything is done. But when you got sick, I was just like, hell no, like. I forgot about what was going on with me. I was like, you got to get the fuck up off of here right now. We not doing this. So
how many times did I have to threaten? Ridiculous.
I put you before me.
This was serious enough for me to be like, all right, let me sit my ass down. And I literally sat down. When I tell you, I have not seen a Medicine Wives. I have not seen the third part of RHOP. Nothing. When I tell y'all I have seen nothing, I literally been binge watching between Netflix. I've watched The Dahmer, like I've watched John Wayne Gacy. I've
Oh, I
literally
watched
been
I watched John Wayne Gacy too.
I've literally
That
been
was so interesting.
on a Netflix. I haven't watched or done anything. I haven't really been on Instagram except for the like see what my people talking about. If somebody send me a message, then I go respond to the message. I literally disconnected from everything. So when I start this week, because starting this week I'll be doing videos again. When I start this week, I'm gonna literally be binge watching from tomorrow up until Sunday. So I know what I'm talking about on previous episodes for episodes coming up. I literally I took everything off. I didn't care about what the hell they was going on because them rich people problem. I ain't got them. I ain't rich people.
I'm telling y'all, it's about to be a party going on in 2 weeks, and y'all need to be prepared for what the hell's about to happen because
And
I cannot wait to see you. I'm gonna tell you, this is
I
lady that
gotta
works on
put
my
my good
job.
clothes for when we go live because I was planning to be kind of hot girl
Nola,
fall.
I have literally been buying clothes my entire time being off of work because of this. Like, I'm coming looking like a motherfucking thing. Okay,
Baby, I'm about to be
it's
the
so happy.
whole.
It's
I'm
going
about to
down.
be a 5-course meal. The appetizer, the snack, the wine, the dessert, the filet mignon, the everything. I'm about to, baby.
I'm about to drop down though, Deb. Love y'all. See y'all
I
on the
love
next
you too.
one. All right, babe.
Bye bye.
My son just told me I'm finna be inside. He just don't know. I ain't gonna be
Listen,
inside.
I've been buying clothes because I'm like, I'm at home and I'm still getting my paycheck. So I'm like, I've just been buying shit. I have to pay to get to work. The money is coming in, and I got this little job that I found on an app that I can work and I get paid like if I do like a 4-hour shift. So I've been doing that. Like, we about to have a ball.
I got more sneakers under your suitcase to just go in
Well,
the
you
car.
won't sneak inside this suitcase, boo.
I was mom.
Baby, let me tell you something.
Go outside.
Let me tell you something. This is a vacation that I am due, that I am owed. One thing I am first and foremost is a mother before
I
anything
wish you
else.
could come, princess.
I know. I wish so too. Man, that would be so dope.
And Chi-Town said she told you that she would drive there.
Man, y'all gonna stop doing me. I am hard-headed. Y'all, I am hard-headed, but this is what I want y'all to understand about me. I am a person who all
You're
my
gonna
life
be good because you're gonna be with me.
I am a person who all my life I have had no control over my body due to being epileptic. So for me, I just keep on going. I do everything that I can do even when I'm down. Like getting on here with y'all, that actually makes me feel better and it helps me because I'm the type of person I need to take my mind off of what I have gone through. If not, I am a worrywart and I will sit and worry and stress myself out, which only makes me worse off than what I am. So when y'all see me pop up and y'all telling me get offline, I appreciate it, but sometimes it just for me, I need to do something to feel
For
as
you.
close to my normal life as possible, and that helps me go on, and I like sink into a depression. So I appreciate all the
You
fussing.
notice you notice I really didn't hound you on that because at the same I was going through my own shit. And I really got on because I just want to be around people.
Right.
Because it makes a big difference, especially when it comes to YouTube, because you can go on YouTube and people just don't know if you don't turn the camera on. Because you could have the things you did, like you turned your camera on. At the time, I would have never turned mine on because I'm like, this is too much stuff I got going on. I just don't want to do it because I'm gonna be like, what the fuck's going on with you? But I understood what you were saying. That's why most of the time I was like, oh, your daughter is saying it. I blamed it on your daughter. I was like, the nurse said get off because I'm like, I'm glad I don't have that in my house because I needed to come live. And I remember I was telling Chi-Town about it. I've been going live and like y'all gotta really respect this week and next week for me because I'm on break. We're on fall break next week. So I'm gonna be going live for the rest of this week and next week. But after that, it's back to like the nighttime for me. So enjoy it while y'all can, because I really am enjoying this, and I wish I could just quit my job and do this all the time with y'all, but I'm not gonna be able to not after we get the next. And I'm going to start posting stuff from my job on my vlog channel, because I feel like I don't want to be afraid of people anymore. I'm tired of that. And my kids really want to, like, they know that I'm a big YouTuber and they want to do stuff with me, but I hate that I feel afraid to do it because of YouTube people. So I'm not going to show their faces or nothing like that, but I'm going to start doing my vlogs, my vlog channel, because I have fun at work and I want y'all to see it. Like, I really think it's a good thing to do. And I hate that I'm afraid of it because of people on YouTube. So I'm going to let the fear of that go.
I ain't gonna rib your babies.
What's going on, Yarny? And she said just simply yes. And Princess said what? The plane tickets are way higher than before. Flights are over 500. I have some bills I have to catch up on. I wish I could help you, but I fly for free, honey. So I can't help. I can't do shit with it. And this actually my last flight for free too.
I don't know, Princess. Let me see what I could work on, because I literally, when I was looking up tickets, like, just let me look it up. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to be able to breathe. Yes, ma'am. And I am gonna breathe. That's why I have not done nothing. I took everybody's advice. I have done nothing. I might have been in chats, you know what I'm saying? But I literally done nothing. My channel is blank. But Princess, I'm gonna call you, because when I was looking up tickets, just looking up tickets, it was like $600-700. And I went through one of my people that I consult to do tickets with through my travel agency, and I got my round ticket for like $50.
Thank you so much, Sassy Peach 12. Let me tell you something else I was telling Shy Sound earlier today, y'all. Y'all have really blessed my channel the last few days, and it really meant a lot, because I haven't been at work in 3 weeks. So y'all super chatting me and sending me cash apps have really been a blessing to me. Like, y'all have no idea. And I didn't share that with anybody because I didn't want a pity party or a sympathy party. But y'all have blessed the hell out of me these last few days. And I know it's because I've been doing more content, and which I do try to do it when I'm working, but it just be so hard to do it when I'm working, because after I get off work, those kids, like, I'm like, fuck those children, okay? But it's hard to do it because I be so tired after work. Being able to do this with you guys during this time I've been off of work has been a blessing. You guys have really helped me through a really hard time, and I really can't wait to talk about it. But I want to thank everybody. That's why when Shy-Town told me to do the thank you thing with all my members and the people who have supported the channel, like, I went out of my way to do that today. Like, that's what I was supposed to. I wanted to go live earlier today. Yes, like I said, I'm proud of you, and it's been fun. When she told me that, y'all, I was going to go live earlier today, but when she said that, I was like, you know what? Let me take my time out to actually support. I mean, to shout out to people who have supported me throughout the years and this month with my channel, because these last 2 weeks has been so hard. It's been so hard for me. And when I get to talk about it, like, I hope that you guys are. I want y'all to be there for that, because I want to talk about it, but I have been afraid, because y'all know how YouTube is when it comes to me, and I just don't want the backlash from it. But I'm going to talk about it once everything is said and done for. So not next week, but the week after that, I'm going to do a live on my vlog channel about what's been going on, and I hope that you guys are able to, like, receive it and just understand what's been going on. It's nothing really bad like that. Like, y'all have to understand it, but I just can't wait for you guys to see it. Thank you, Sassy Peach. And you have been the biggest one who's been doing this. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sassy Peach. Y'all, that means a lot to me. Here you go, Boo, be blessed. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot to me. But y'all, I'm getting off. Nola, you got something else you want to say? Make sure y'all follow Nola Reed's channel as well if y'all haven't already done that. I think that Shaitan already posted her link in the chat. But make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Because I think we already talked about, me, her, and Thick Girl talked about doing P-Valley reviews when that comes back out. We're talking about doing Once Upon a Time again, and we're going to be doing the girlfriends chat. So make sure you do. Oh yes, I need to work on that Amazon. Y'all, my Amazon list has new stuff on it. I think I have to delete stuff with the kids on it because school won't let me buy the Brady thing. But my Amazon list, because people kept asking me to update it, so I did update my Amazon list. It's in the description of my chat. Of my channel. So if y'all want to send me something from my Amazon list, it is there. But y'all, I am tired. We've been on for almost 3 hours. So I got
going 7 more minutes.
Huh?
I said we was just supposed to be going 7 more minutes to get you to 2.5.
Right. I'm like, I feel like I should go. I feel like I should finish out this last. I like an even number, so I feel like I should do 6 more minutes again.
No, because 6 more minutes gonna feed us into something else.
Sassy P says, you have been a blessing to others in order to be blessed. My pleasure. Sassy, let me see something. Sassy P sent me something. Actually, it's sitting right here in my bed too. And I actually just bought shoes for this. This is a kimono. This is a beautiful thing. I can wait to take pictures in this so y'all can see it. Actually, I'm wearing this when we go to California. Because that shit is so beautiful to me. So, and I just bought some pants for that. I bought a shirt to go with that. I bought shoes to go with that. So you about to see me in this outfit. I'm about to look like a freaking boss. I'm just letting you know.
I can't wait. I'm about to call Callie right now. I'm about to send y'all the house in the backyard and everything.
And the funny thing is that I put this on my list because I was trying to wear this in. I was in Miami the last time, and I thought I put it on my private list. It was on my main list, and then I got it in the mail. I was like, "Who the fuck bought this?" And it was her. So, yeah, absolutely, my so I will never forget that day because I'm like, I know I didn't buy this, and then when I sent it with you, I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't even realize I put this on my Amazon list for YouTube." So yeah, you will see me in that within the next 2 weeks. Because like I said, I bought the pants, I bought the shirt to go with it, I bought some shoes to go with it, and I'm wearing it in California. So yes, it was meant to be. It was. But okay, tell them do you have anything else you want to say?
The only thing I have upcoming on my channel, I'm gonna be doing shows, and then I'm also raffling off a 2 nights, 3 days vacation. I'm gonna have the flyer up on my community tab. If you guys are not on my channel but want to see the community tab and want to enter into the raffle for the vacation, I am doing that. And other than that, I got nothing else going on.
Oh, and my last thing is this too. And this is a new subscriber to my channel, but I forgot what the full name is. I know that North Carolina is, and it's like NC something, but we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. So if you have not already done it, subscribe to the channel. We are on our road to 10,000. We are very close to 9th. Well, we're not that close, but we kind of close. We are at 8,000. Oh my God, we got some new ones today. So we're at 8,219 subscribers. And y'all, I have had, I think it said I had like 43 new subscribers within the last 28 days. So the channel is growing, but my goal is to hit 10,000 before December. So if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Like the videos and share the videos and comment in the comment section. Comment in the comment section is the most part that makes the most because it keeps me in the algorithm. So please do that. Sassy P says, blessings and love and fun. Nola Reeves, rest now so you can enjoy LA.
That's what I am doing. That is what I am doing.
Because we about to have a ball, y'all.
Yes, Lord.
All right. I'm getting over some shit. When I tell you I'm about to be free as free can be. But I'm not gonna keep you here no more because I'm gonna keep going. I think we got like 2 more minutes till we hit 3 hours. So.
Right. So with that being said, good night. I'm gonna go see what this girl got going on her channel.
Yeah, she'll go over to the girl's channel, support her as well.
All right, bro.
All right, see you later. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and take her to business of the channel one more time. If you have not already done this, if you want to join my tribe, please stand by my side. Go ahead and subscribe Turn on your notifications. Make sure you turn them on also. You're notified every time I go live. Like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section to keep me in the algorithm. And we're going to take it out with my outro. I just made this the other day, and I'm so happy about it because you guys love my song. So I'm out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Did it, I 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 did it, did it, you did it, I did it, you did it, I 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 did it.